game, you don't have the same peripheral vision, hearing, body movement, and so on that you would have in real life. But we do our best. Now, one of the first things that we teach you guys how to do is how to properly pie a door. Now, as some of you probably heard the captain say, pieing a door is done a lot more in Arma than what we ever do in real life. But it's a technique that is very, very useful. Is there anybody that can tell me rule number fucking 1 when it comes to pieing an opening? Anybody? Fucking speak up. Don't stop. Do not ever stop in the door. Alright? It's called a fatal funnel for a fucking reason. Every bullet that is inside that opening is about to funnel out of it. Right into your face. Okay? Never, ever stop in a door. Doesn't matter if you're pieing, if you're breaching, I don't care what you're doing. You never stop. So, very quickly, give you guys an example of what pieing looks like, just in case for some goddamn reason you don't know. Just like this. Get out here away from the door. Okay? Do not be right up here on the goddamn door. The farther out away from the entry wall that you can get when you're cutting the pie, the better angle that you can have. Now, the majority of the time, you don't want to cross the threshold of the door if you know there is someone in there. Okay? If there's a known enemy inside, don't cross that threshold. You're putting yourself into the fatal funnel. If you don't know, if you maybe heard shots from that building, but you're not positive there's someone in there, then you can get away with doing a full pie and going all the way across the door and then do a cross breach from there. But if you know there is someone in that room, don't take the chance of going all the way across that threshold and putting yourself in that danger. Once that pie is complete, relay that information to whoever the fuck is going in with you. Now, you guys know, majority of buildings in Arma, we can't do a full 4-man breach. Well, it's not that we can't, it's just there's no need for it. Okay, most buildings aren't large enough to justify a 4-man breach, so we do 2-man breaches. But the simple fact is, if you can do a 4-man breach, you can do a 2-man breach. So train with a 4-man breach. But make sure, as I said, when you do that pie, you relay that information back to everybody that's going in with you. Once that breach is ready to go, and you call breaching and what direction you're going if you're on point, go. Do not fucking kick around, especially if you engage someone inside that room while you were pieing. If you're pieing and you engage someone and fall back into your stack, you need to get that breach off quick, because they know you're there. They know you're coming. You can't just fucking hang out outside. You need to go. And especially if you know someone's in there, throw a fucking grenade in first. If there's a civilian presence, then use a flash. If there's not, use a frag. Is Sergeant Richie in here tonight? Yeah, you are, right there. Sergeant Richie had an absolute fucking perfect breach of a second story last night with Task Force Charlie. He looked up the stairs, seen an enemy, put a couple rounds up the stairs at him, didn't hit him, and immediately called for a frag, because he knew there was no civilian presence in the town. They didn't have a frag, so he threw a flash. Flash went off. As soon as it went off, they were up the stairs and shooting the guy. It was absolutely flawless. That is how it should be done every time. Now, once you guys breach, you need to put rounds in that target as quickly as you possibly can. But do not let it pull your focus from the rest of the room. If there's a guy in the center of the room, that doesn't mean as you hook around the corner that you engage that guy and just keep your focus in the center of the room. You still need to clear those corners. That's what gets guys killed a lot, is they don't clear their corners. Clear your corners and then look back into the center of the room. Last question I have for you guys. Who can tell me the best person to have on point in Mount? Anybody?
AR.
Rifleman, AR.
Best guy top.
Yeah, the best guy.
There you go. Chance got it. Best fucking guy. I don't give a shit what weapon system he's carrying. If he's your best point man in CQB, he's your point man. Simple as that. We teach Rifleman, Team Leader, Grenadier, AR, but it is not set in stone. Whoever is best on point, put that motherfucker on point. Now, if he's an AR, yeah, it's an added bonus, because that motherfucker is carrying the best room clearing weapon ever invented by man. He's got a fucking 5.56, 200 rounds of hate and discontent to distribute at his fucking leisure into somebody's chest. Let that motherfucker go in and clear a room. He will clear an entire goddamn house and never have to reload. But again, whoever's your best point man, put him on point. Don't hesitate. Alright, anybody have any questions?
No, First Sergeant.
No, First Sergeant.
No, First Sergeant.
Alright. Those of you guys that have not already done these exercises, you are going to exit this building, turn to your right, and go over to the 2 shoot houses over to the south side. Does everybody understand that clearly?
Yes, First Sergeant.
Alright. Now, if some of those guys that have already done this are in your team, in your squad, whatever, if they're filling in for you, I don't care. Make up your own fire teams. We all train the same way. It should not matter if it's a random PV2 or me, my fucking self, in your fire team. You guys still train the exact same way. Everybody tracking?
Yes, Sergeant.
Yes, First Sergeant.
Yes, First Sergeant.
Alright, those of you that have not done this, get the fuck out of my face. Mr. Bowman.
Right with me.
Alright, squad, split up amongst. There's several kill houses. Just take your squads and split up to different ones.
Zero Colin Smith. Down the alleyway here.
Bravo. Let's go together. Sherman, wait, you guys don't have to do this if you already done it. Unless you want to do it again.
Petty. Yes.
Sweet.
Alright, where's the entrances, damn killer?
It's on this one's on the front.
Have not done this.
okay.
Go the fuck over there
Down
by
this
that
way.
tower. The other 2 shoot houses are over there.
Alright, stay here.
More fucking kill houses over there.
Actually, I'm coming down by you, Charlie.
Alright, let's get going. Stack up and do it.
Okay.
Alright, Alpha,
Ready?
you're all here, so do it.
H, you want to take point, brother? Go ahead, take point. I'll go second.
A,
There you go. Hey,
sorry,
go ahead.
A firm.
Just live fire.
Hey, from we are hot.
Lock and load, boys.
I just got my team right here. Smith, Collins, Zero, Patty.
Anyone wants to form a 4-man team? Need
Sure.
two. Actually,
Sure.
anyone.
Alright, let's go.
Sweet. Bollinger, you're gonna be with me and Rainey and Chance. Sorry, Private Mock.
Copy that.
Going in. Right.
Fucking safety.
Yeah.
AJ, can you see in the room here to the left?
We got another hall here.
Sergeant, you going first?
Dunn,
Yeah, I'll go first. Why not?
Alright, I'm pying. I got a 2 hallways, one on the left, one on the right.
Alright, we're
We're
clear
going
here.
in, going right.
Alright, we're gonna wait.
Coming out.
So
Wait,
just
wait,
for them to get out.
wait one.
Pushing past. Pushing past.
It's gonna be our group right here, guys.
Coming out.
Opening here.
Coming out. We're with you, boys. We're with you.
I got another hallway right here.
Alright, I'm second guy.
Soldier Biniac, wait till they come out that other door and then go.
Hey, firm.
I'll let you guys push through and we'll push through.
Got a civvy in here.
Got a civvy in here, boys.
Going in.
Push in. Push in.
Yeah, you with us or? Remember full auto. If you don't have an AR.
Phone switch.
Alright, we're clear here.
Coming out.
Salvatore, you with me?
Probably be on safe while they're sitting here waiting, though.
Coming out.
4 coming out. Get out, boys. Get out.
Alright. Going in, going right.
Here from.
Phone left.
Hold up.
On you, Beanie.
When you ready?
Right, going in, going left.
When you going right? Make sure you guys are in yellow.
Alright, going in. Looking left.
Yeah, that was my bad on that.
Alright, dead end. They're both down.
Safer to still switch.
Alright, there's a
Well,
door.
hug the wall.
There's another door right here.
Hallway like that.
Going in. Little hallway.
We've done that before, Gates.
Alright, taking a long peek.
Hold on, dude.
Alright, nothing on the
Hold on,
immediate
dude.
left. Alright, going in, going left.
Going right.
First team going is going to be Alexander's team. Once there's
Room clear.
Room clear.
Clear.
Next team to go. Next team to go is going to be
Come out, come out.
Capisoto's
More
team.
men coming out.
We're going to go right around the fucking circle.
Friendly's coming.
Everybody's
Friendly coming out.
Alright, good
Alright,
job.
Alexander, go ahead when
I
you're
definitely feel rusty. Holy shit.
Alright, it's clear. Go ahead.
ready. I would fucking hope so.
I don't know about you guys. I felt rusty as shit.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
One set. Got a hallway to the right and a room across.
Guys, remember, hug the walls.
Going in,
Stay
going
close to
right.
them. Even though something's been cleared, don't just run past the doorway without at least peeking in there.
One down. One on the left.
Copy that, LT.
Two down. Got it. Alright, first guy's on my left. Holding.
You switch the mode to
Leslie, Hellkit, Wade, you guys are buddy team.
Those
Hey,
two down at the end of the hallway.
Yep.
They're already down.
Yep.
Everyone
You
left the
guys
left.
need to pick your mags out.
Richie, I think you're gonna be our.
Not right now since we're doing
Alright,
this.
Smith, Cheney, come to the hallway.
For safety, put your safety on.
I'm going right.
No.
Clear right.
Come on,
No.
Oh, it's not.
Coming out.
Clear right. Left looks like a hook.
You wanna
Center
check-
for
wanna
Alpha.
See if they need another group.
Trevor, let's clear this room.
Yeah, you.
Going right.
Specialist village, you need a group.
Clear right.
Yeah, it's a little.
You need a Zeus extra.
Oh, let's just. Plenty of budget in these walls.
Yeah.
Roger that. Hold one. Hey, Beanie.
Yep.
Coming out.
Corporal Dale needs some Zeus help. He is. Hold on. Copy that, Dale.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Get it. Figured it out.
Right. Oh, okay.
Guys, remember, if you stack up, like if Mr. Rogers is on a wall, don't stack up across the hallway from him. Even though you've been covered, somebody needs to stack up on him and go in with him. Cover him from across the thing, but somebody needs to follow him, and you don't want to send him into a room alone.
Rainey, wanna help him? Alright, Rainey, wanna help?
I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
it.
Is that the
Hey,
first room,
Dale.
Rogers? Was that the first room?
No, it's the second room. It was this one.
What did you do?
Okay.
Cover the hallway
This one,
fine.
you guys ready?
Rogers was set up on the corner to go in, and then Mr. You were over here. Somebody, which is fine. You can stay there, but probably might needed somebody needed to stack up with Rogers and go. He went in by himself.
Immediate.
Gotcha,
Immediate
okay.
door in the hallway.
He got popped.
Going in,
He
going
can't cover
left.
every corner. He can only cover the first one. And somebody
Going
needs to be
right.
flowing in with it.
Right.
Right.
Pretty good trick to get hurt on something that we're the only ones firing.
Just line up.
Yeah, you're
gonna just line up.
Alright,
Roger.
Watch your
Okay, who got hit?
Size here.
He didn't actually get hit. It was the signs retaliation. It flipped him into a wall.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Find the right.
Go ahead,
find the
go
right.
in the room and clear it.
One. Go one down. Go left.
Didn't say a thing.
Going in left.
Say again?
Yeah, hallway.
Oh yeah, Afer.
Clear. Barbara holding hallway.
Roger that.
Watch our right. Going On
Uh,
me. me.
Actually, this is Charlie. Are you guys were in the second room?
Go clear. Yeah, it's A for her. I got room left. Pine. Short hall left. Go in and left. Right.
Go ahead and cover them.
One in left.
Alright, in this room.
Watch our ass here.
Everybody, scoot us down here.
Alright, room clear. He's down.
Wrapping around.
Forward, push forward. Pine out.
On you, Barbara.
Clear. Copy. Right is clear.
Got a hallway down here.
Oh.
So there's
Alright,
no
on me.
kick.
Yeah,
Copy.
completed.
Going left.
No, I'm sure.
Alright.
I'm sure.
Let's go to the one to our south.
Keep
Where
clearing that.
Alright, Pine. Short hall. Hallway
Okay.
left. Going in left.
hopefully this is the entrance and not the exit. Alright, cool. It's 8 entrance.
Don't stop.
This will have to work.
Are you going first, Beanie?
Hopefully
Yeah,
no
I'll
one's
go
in there.
first.
Alright, you guys go first.
Who the hell wants to go first this time, since I went
Sounds like
first?
someone might be in there, boys.
I think someone may be.
Sergeant Biniak.
Yeah, especially Salvatore.
That's an exit.
Say again? That's the exit? Alright.
Yep.
I
Here,
didn't know.
let me go. Was this the exit?
We're moving.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
That was our second 1LT. We just wanted to regroup somewhere.
Yeah, it's fine. At 240 Bravo Gunners, you can go in with your M9s if you want to. If you're comfortable doing it with those, it's fine, man.
Pretty good entrance. Alright. Even though it's exactly
Two.
the same. Chance, Rainy, or Bollinger, you guys can go first depending on how you want to do it. I don't care.
I don't care.
Fucking this push.
Alright, let's
Alright.
do it. One set.
2 set.
Reset.
4 set.
Find it. Looks clear. Going in. Going right.
Going left.
Going right.
The
Going
hallway.
left.
I'm on you, Chance.
Alright, I'm sorry, Rainy.
Going in, going left.
Alright, room
Alright, we
clear.
got a room. We got a room to our left, so
Back
not
out in the
across the
hallway.
wall. Okay.
Copy.
Alright, got one.
Oh, we got another guy. I'm going in. Going left.
Going right.
Alright, Rainy will push past. Alright, got a hallway on our left.
Room clear.
Clear. Coming out.
Got one, who's down.
2 coming out.
Two coming out.
Following around, another girl.
Ben's off
Hugging
safety.
the wall, taking a peek. Alright. Going left. Yeah, they're both down.
Going right.
Alright. It's all clear. Room clear. 4 minutes coming out.
Let me know when he's finished.
We're coming out. We're coming out.
All done.
4 coming out.
Start.
Alright, they're ready to go. They're out. Let's go.
Alright, you guys want to go find a new one?
Is there another one?
They're supposedly all different. Yeah, there's one different.
first?
I go first. We need a fourth, though.
I'm here.
Come on, Dunn. Get in here, brother.
I'm here.
No, you're over there. Dale.
I guess.
Alright. Dave, make sure you're yelling. Fine. Hold him.
I wanna top off those mags.
Alright, hold on, guys, hold on.
I guess we'll get in line.
Yeah,
ourselves.
we got a resupply after.
Bollinger, go ahead and take point this time. Give the AR. Oh my
Copy
God,
that.
I'm scared. So we'll just line up behind them, and as soon as they're ready, if they go, we'll go.
I have an A10. Alright, I'll pie it. Ready? Sorry, threw you on anchor, but I figured these guys with their high-speed, low-drag operator.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. That's scary.
That's what we'll go
Going
with.
right.
Derek called fast for nothing.
Get the fuck out of my kill house. This is the goddamn exit. Get the fuck out of
Oh,
the kill
yeah,
house.
both, yeah, thanks.
Guess we are doing better.
You gotta
Yeah,
let
we
them
got
know.
a couple seconds.
It's good unless he's yelling at you.
For real.
Oh, you just grow some balls. Be a man. He yells at you, you just
You won't be the first time to do that,
We could have helped.
and it won't be the last.
There's only 2 fucking variants.
Oh, well, we did 2 of the same. It looks like this is a different one we haven't done yet.
Yeah, this is the different one for the guys that
Oh,
have
yeah.
already fucking gone through this FTX. Move your happy asses all over there to the south. That's why I told you guys go to the south end.
Understood. Sorry about that.
Oh, then this isn't for us technically. But...
Right now.
Some squad that probably got mixed up.
We're gonna be doing a walking pace.
Yeah, whatever.
Get your dumb ass up. Alright, stand by. I'll tell you when to go.
All the copy top. Alright, 1 set. 2 set.
Nope.
3
Actually,
sets. 4
us
sets.
here. We
Waiting
go
for the order.
over there. For that one. Yeah.
I won't shoot you, I promise.
Alright, where's the bus?
Solid.
I think technically we're done.
Fire.
He will be remembered.
Team's clear, nothing on it. I'm gonna move in left.
One right.
Solid.
Alex. Starting Alex.
Wait!
One down. One left. That's 2 down. Keep it moving, holding at this. Get up close to me, get up close to me. Alright, I'm gonna pie this out.
Good copy.
Seems clear, seems clear.
Sergeant, I'm not entirely sure that we're actually in line.
Down far what? Left, right.
Favor.
Right side, right side.
Who's down?
Put his gun.
Good shit. Moving.
Should we move up a little bit more?
We need 2 to go clear that. Holding, I'm holding here.
Hey, firm.
Yeah, let's
I
do
need
it.
someone else on my right. I need someone else on my right.
Take the entrance.
I'm on it, I'm on it.
Richie, I'm on
Further,
it.
further up.
Go in there. One on the far left.
You gotta be on this side.
Going in, going
No,
right.
solid. Hold.
Yeah, the line's over there.
Oh, what the hell?
One down.
Like I said, I was pretty sure we weren't in line.
Alright, well, we tried.
Well, anyway, those were the people that already did
I
it.
believe it's in
How was
Barber's.
it?
It was awesome.
In Barber's
really,
holster.
we really performed.
Yeah, it's in Barber's holster.
If you can take him out, take him the fuck out.
Good job, boys.
He's down. Good shit.
Try.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, we killed it, dude. Killed him. We killed a civilian. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you probably did.
Nope.
Who'd you shoot? You hit the civilian, didn't you?
No, actually I didn't. I wasn't on full auto. If I was on full auto, I would have.
It's stuck on one of the pop-up things. He just popped right back up, and I was like, "Are you kidding me right now? I'm trying to get through a doorway."
At least you didn't get hurt. One of my guys in my squad.
Where's
he
my PV2?
got flung into a wall.
He's with. He's in there now with special.
And with the experience, people actually did it before, even though he hasn't done it before.
Well, Sergeant?
He's clearing it right now, Sergeant Richie.
First sergeant's following them.
Hello,
Look at the first sergeant over there.
Yeah, that's
You're being
It's Staff Sergeant T.
I think we were.
Oh my. Why am I getting engulfed right now?
Let me out. Yep, let me out.
Nope. Nope. Hate. Hate. Cheney, lock it in. We'll let shit sleep. Cheney, lock it in. Oh my god, Cheney. There we go.
Clear the first room. Move the rest of the team in.
Where am I needed?
Element that
We should have done that.
Yes, say again, Sergeant.
I
I need a rifle.
Just wait till you hear bad frag.
I think they just fragged civilian.
Oh, I told him to get a grenade launch. I'm
I
sorry.
just heard something about civilian and frag in the same sentence.
Then I'm getting the fuck away from
Keep
me.
going.
Sorry,
Destroy the kill house.
Hey, TT, I'm sorry. I didn't know you told me to get the rifle mode out.
I'll be back.
Take all the blame. I hear Bonnie.
We're about to move. I'm staying behind this wall.
Stack up. Left
Here.
side of the door.
Load out the rifleman. Load out the
Hey, he just ignored the hell out of you.
Thank you, Specialist.
What else? First sergeant.
We haven't
Should
done
be
it
up on
this
the thing. One
but we
set.
got kicked out of line, so we didn't know the line was down along the wall right.
Why don't you have Roy home?
Yeah.
You said. Reset. I was on mute.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Come over to my
Position
guys, so you're out of the
way of the queue.
Copy.
Yeah.
Got a hallway down to the left
Yeah,
side.
we got
Take it
time,
away.
so go ahead and do it.
You have it.
Copy, I'm going right.
Problem.
You talking to me? Copy, moving.
Moving. Right behind you.
Wow.
What?
Just the entire.
No.
Wait for storm 4-1. Good job, man.
No, that's opening over here.
Something about these plywood walls doesn't seem very bulletproof.
Where you at?
Copy.
Right here. That's go back towards where we started.
Are you on point
Yeah.
one?
It is opening right there. I'm gonna pie it. You stay.
Wait,
Wait, you on point one?
Yeah, Tony. Look down the hallway.
are you on point one?
No, I'm on the radio that Sergeant Richie told me to get on.
Why would you go? Oh,
No,
wait till
get
we
on
play till we're
ours.
told to.
I want you to push in going in right. I'm gonna push in going in left.
Copy, going left.
The other two, I want you to hold this hallway. Yep.
Right, rolling.
Yep, push.
Copy. Moving right.
Go forward. Go left.
What? That you?
Probably not. You should probably come back down from there.
Oh no.
Yeah, so, there's first soldiers.
What? Hey guys, think you did.
Chance, he
Pen-
should probably
yeah, Captain.
Sergeant Richie had
Oh god, this is who we said the best. Okay, I'm gonna take that. And just...
Sergeant Richie had way too.
Hey,
Okay.
Captain,
Maybe
that doesn't
go
mean
faster.
anything. That doesn't mean anything. Look at this. Just look at this physique. Look at this beautiful physique.
Where? Still looking.
I'm missing something. I see a beautiful.
It's okay, Sergeant. They're airmen. They don't understand a good body. It's all right.
You get the right load out. Yes, you did.
There seems to be an Apache over there.
Might as well.
Wonder who can fly it.
Can you?
I can
Copy
fly.
that.
I can fly.
Bunch of guys in black helmets stacking up on that wall right now that could probably fly it.
I'll go.
Alright, you fly.
I'll see you guys.
Suddenly,
Be
advised,
you
I'm
call
still
it
to get
Cass?
back on squad net 122.1.
Close
So
range
no
support.
longer on 4-1.
Alright, ready at this point.
Hey,
Well, still to get back
I
on
feel we
squad
need
net
to-
122.1. So no longer on 4-1. That was Corporal, I believe that told me to get back on 122.1.
He's down.
Dr. B.
Private Rainy.
Thank
Totally
you.
lost the
Well, that's gonna
since
stop
we've
because
already
they
done
told me
the other group because we were with the group that
Sergeant
has them.
Smith's been shitty.
You just got called out.
Oh, I don't know what sites.
But this is the group who have already done this.
I got eagle eyes.
Yeah, United. He's like,
I have a
saw
Sergeant
it.
Smith.
Chance, they have an extra A10, right?
Yeah, an extra. Huh.
They do. They've got 3 over there.
They got 3?
Yeah.
One for you and one for
I'll just
Captain.
go take a lap.
One for Sergeant.
I honestly just want the PV2 at this point in my squad.
Hopefully you're on Whisper.
The first time I didn't make it to the doorway, so.
Sergeant Alexander. Special Stratman.
I said the first time I did this
Calling,
yesterday, I didn't make it to the doorway.
What?
Alright, you guys the last ones?
Nah.
What are you talking
Specialist Philly, are you joining us?
I am counting on you guys.
Go ahead and touch my butt.
Well, I've already touched your sergeant's butt, so.
Oh, well then.
Did a lot
hey.
better today than I did yesterday, so it's
Hi.
Have you guys already been through this FTX?
Yesterday we did this and the helicopter blew up.
Then why the fuck are you at the kill house for the guys that have already been through it?
I don't know, I just know it blew up.
Kill house is clear. You're
There's
good to go.
2
Our
kill
helicopter
houses.
was good.
2 types of kill houses. Have you guys done both?
We've done 2 kill houses that direction top.
One big one and one small one.
Yep.
They're both about the same size top.
Ready to pie?
Then you didn't do both of them.
Make sure
There's
y'all
one small one and
condition
one
before
big
you
one.
join the line.
Copy.
Freeze ready.
The other one top.
Yeah, just stay out of that way.
Alright, I guess there's
a big,
bigger one for the people who haven't.
Alright.
Damn red
Wednesday,
dots
pie or
everywhere.
freeze.
Sorry, boys.
Alright. Y'all did good.
You guys are good to go whenever.
Alright, let's push up.
Besides
Three
me
ready.
fucking flipping the fucking
Hey, did those two that we did seem like same size, yes?
Yeah, I think this is the big one, but
The second one might have been smaller.
You've done 2.
Dunn is back as well.
I think I almost
It's right in front of me. You went right by it.
shooting the first sergeant. Scared to grab it.
Well, that's the entrance we went in.
It is.
Okay.
Also use going in.
Have you guys already gone through?
Going right.
Hey, firm.
Going down right.
Proceed. Clear.
Well, this is the one
Nope,
shooting on.
All continues. Alright then.
Pying, guy ready.
That works.
Down.
Check on the side.
I'm ready.
Right.
Looking right.
Right.
When you say ready,
push over to here.
Looks oddly familiar.
Clear.
It's like we were here earlier.
Reset.
That's just
Last one set.
Clear the bridge.
Going in, going left.
Going right.
Hall's clear.
Hey,
With
Going
JT,
left.
Holding a hallway.
the group of them over there.
Got a guy down the end of the hallway.
Head back
Down.
over
Got a
towards
gas
the
here on my right.
Hold. We got another
Hold,
team
hold,
in front
hold.
of us. Hold.
Going. Holding.
Assuming you got that guy over there, right?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
One guy down on the left.
Right.
Got one guy down on the left.
Should we
I'm hooking right.
just
Nah,
wait
wait till
till
they
you
get
back
out.
up?
Wait till they
Come down.
absolutely get out.
Hooking right.
Regroup. I'll come back to you and then we'll.
Gotcha.
Miner lost a spot.
Can you fire that from out there and let me know when I'm good to go?
And we're done.
That was bad. I thought they'd kill us.
Yeah.
I could have clearly shot someone.
Okay.
Whoa. That got PIDing, right?
Oh, okay.
Hey, who shot the guy next to the civilian? Behind the civilian? The big room.
Down. One guy is on the left, left and right.
I already got the guy to the right.
Alright, that should be enough time. Let's go and do it.
Here right now, Rogers.
Well, problem is we're not gonna know when they leave unless
So you guys had a nice line.
don't know where their exit door
Going
is.
back.
Oh, let me go find out. Go back.
I think there's 2 teams in front of us
I think they're
trying to get
coming
in.
Oh, one big team.
Yeah. It'd be a bitch.
Oh, copy.
With 8 people.
Copy.
I think this is rough.
The team that goes in will come back this way and tell the other team they can start. Alright, ready when you are.
Alright, pie it.
Fire.
Havoc 2, this is
Clear, set the breach.
a partial
One set.
group of 2-4.
Two set.
We're all
3
done.
set.
Last man set.
Where to breach?
Breaching going left.
Going right.
Going left.
Holding.
Right.
Guy down the hallway.
Keep
None of them.
Two on the right. Can you kill that window?
Flying window.
Copy.
P2.
Down.
Moving.
Push.
Put a door on your left. On your right.
I'm gonna go at the exit and wait for them to get out, and as soon as they start coming out, I'll let you know.
Everybody
Alright, just on
in
his
this
way.
one area, correct?
Full military simulation. Hurry up and wait.
I'm having connection
go,
issues. Like, or it was showing everybody like this dealing, but you're already lined up against the wall. So apologies for it.
Understood.
What's the story, bro?
Nothing right now. They're
Okay.
just. I let him know that we're done. So I think he's waiting on someone. He's calling out for 2-3 right now.
I think this is 2-3 going now.
We are mostly 2-1.
I heard a Vic.
Yeah, it's probably that Humvee in that our spawn location.
Yeah, let's regroup over this way.
Probably
This
good
seems to
close.
be where the rest of us are.
Copy. Alright. Button hooking right.
I'm assuming the team in front of us, have they gone yet?
They have not.
Then, do they need a person?
Okay, we're ready to go.
Right.
Yep.
Good to go? Put yourself back on yelling.
Alright,
Let's hit
let's do
this.
this.
Alright, Pine. Looks clear. Going in, going left.
Going in, going right.
One left.
Right clear.
Left hallway. Doorway down halfway on the right.
Copy, I'm right behind you.
One down into the hallway.
Finishing this one.
Pushing.
Window. Make sure there's only that window.
Yep.
Oh, yep. One down.
Hey, watch out, right in front of you, hallway right there.
I got him.
Okay,
Going down. Doorway on the right. Gonna cross.
copy. Crossing as well, crossing as well.
Pine doorway. Looks clear. Going in, going right.
Going in, going left.
One down.
One down.
Another doorway.
That one's right down in front of us.
Hey, firm.
Another doorway.
I'm on you.
Yep.
Copy. To my side. I cleared the
Okay,
guy.
hook in.
To your right.
Alright.
Going in,
Going right.
Going in, going left.
Two down.
Copy, pushing left.
Pushing. Window. Window's empty. It keeps hooking around.
Okay, I'm gonna hook around.
I'm getting stuck. There we go.
Hooking.
Hooking, yep.
All good.
Back to the fucking hallway.
Hey, friendlies coming out.
Oh wait.
Friendlies.
Friendlies. Where are we? Alright.
The drill or
This is clear.
Yep.
Is there any exit over there?
Yep, exit right here. 4 friendlies coming out. That worked really fucking well, splitting up in 2s.
Yeah.
That worked.
Alright, I'm
fucking...
gonna get back to my squad.
Hey, firm. Thank you for joining us, Special Chance.
Okay, well, there's 3 guys with me.
I think that went pretty well.
Oh yeah, that last one was amazing.
Yeah, your background comes.
Jesus, two and we are all done.
Where's the mic? Mike, let's go. That's not possible. I'm seeing so many people here.
Heading back.
Let's move.
there you go.
I copy that.
Alpha, make sure you guys are coming to us.
Have it too, make sure all your guys are here in the south position.
We have one
Ike's here. Looks like all of the guys that we have from our regular unit are here. Waiting for the fill-ins.
Keep them over there.
Mike is here.
I fucking hate the guy whose name is like that's what my civilian buddies call me, and every time I hear it, fucks me up.
Alpha's all set.
Corporal Dale, you on comms?
All right. Real quickly, biggest thing I want to point out to you guys, when it comes to clearing a house, you guys want to know the easiest way to not fucking run into each other and miss the fucking door and run into walls and shit like that? There's this really amazing function within Arma.
Walk.
Known as walk. Crawl, walk, run. That simple. If you cannot competently clear a fucking house at a jogging pace, then slow the fuck down. It's fine. No one is going to rip your fucking head off because you're clearing a building at a combat pace. That is perfectly okay. You do not need to rush it. Rushing it is what gets 90% of you fucking shot in the face because you're trying to move quicker than you're actually capable of. Everybody tracking on that?
Yes, first
sergeant. Alright. Just slow it the fuck down. AY jelly the fuck out of it. Slow is smooth. Alright? Like the first time you get to butt fuck a whore. Take it easy. Got me?
Yes,
Hey, firm.
Alright. Anybody have any questions on what we've gone over?
Negative
first sergeant.
Negative first sergeant.
Negative for certain.
Negative.
There must be some badass fucking information sponges, because as many mistakes as I've seen, somebody should be asking some fucking questions on how you properly do something. Alright. We're gonna be heading over to the airfield, doing some quick fast roping. Make sure you guys are up to speed on the proper techniques of how to actually get into your chalk, get your numbers, all of that good shit. Alright? Follow me.
Bravo, if you haven't already, take your mag out of your weapon.
Yeah, go ahead and take your
Hey,
mags out of
condition
your
4.
weapon again.
Condition 4 Alpha.
Alpha copies all.
Now for another cluster run. Running at a buttery smooth 15 frames. Oh hell, we hit 20 now that we're out here away from the fucking kill houses.
Just stay up the runway. Big trouble. If you see an A-10 going, get out of the runway.
should be the really fun part. Getting to rappel out of helicopters. Granted, we never fucking do this. But, you know, still fun to do.
Okay, back on top. He's gonna have which one? Yeah. Sure. Alright, sounds good. I'll do the air assault.
Okay.
Congratulations, Specialist Reynolds, on being the slowest motherfucker in the entire task force. Alright. So, when it comes to fast roping or air assaulting in general, alright, first thing you need to understand, we air assault a whole fucking hell of a lot more than an actual fucking air assault unit does. Alright? That being said, the frequency at which we air assault being pretty high, the frequency at which we fast rope is very, very fucking low. I can count on one hand the amount of times we have fast rope into an actual operation or FTX, and it been successful. That being said, we still need to keep up on it, make sure we are all fresh on it as much as possible. So, when we fast rope, all of you squad leaders or anybody that's taken air assault school, you know Stalk Leader is in charge. Stalk Leader gives you your numbers. Do not forget your fucking numbers. I don't care if you got to write it on your hand. Don't forget your number. When he calls your number, say your number and that you're going, and then go. Don't fucking hesitate. Don't wait. If there's a problem, say, hey, 3's got a problem. Next. Whatever. Notify somebody that you can't go right now so they can carry on to the next number. The longer it takes us to get out of that bird, the more danger it's putting this helicopter in. Alright? That is our biggest concern. Getting these helicopters the fuck out of there as quickly as possible. The less time it takes us to get out, the better. As soon as we touch down, we set up security. Again, to protect those helicopters. They are priority number fucking one. Now, majority of the time, when we fast rope, it's because there is not an LZ available. Meaning there's not enough room to set down the bird. So when we fast rope into, say, a town, don't set up 360-degree security laying on your fucking belly out in the middle of a street. Move your dumb ass over to a fucking corner of a building and get behind some solid cover. If we're in a forest, move behind a tree. Whatever. It's no different than when we dismount from trucks. If there's cover available, use it. Make sure you get clear of those ropes as quickly as you can, set up security, and be ready to put rounds downrange should a target present itself. Alright, everybody clear on that?
Hey, firm.
Alright, everybody here that has taken air assault school, stand up. Alright, it's a good fucking portion of you guys. All of you, whether you're squad leaders or not, it's on you guys to fucking look out for the guys around you that have not taken air assault school. Alright? Look out for them. Make sure they know what the fuck they're doing. Make sure they get out of the bird okay. Once you're on the ground, then it's on. Alright? We're going to split off into 2 Chinooks. We're going to do 2, maybe 3 practice ropes. And then we're going to head out to the field. Alright? Anybody got any questions?
No, for
Sergeant.
Alright. Lieutenant Williams, get your squad split up evenly between the 2 birds behind us. Havoc 4, you're going to be going in the bird right behind me.
Copy that first, Sergeant. 2-1 and 2-2 this bird. 2-3 and 2-4 the far bird.
Far bird.
Read the left side, Sergeant.
Going to the far bird.
Mr. Bowman.
Bravo copies.
Can we
Leave
have
left side at the
all
moment.
pilots and birds in a co-pilot capacity,
Left
or
side,
do you need the Apache and Little Bird crews to be on standby during this
Hey,
exercise?
which squad is...
This is
2-2.
Alright, let's
We'll go. I won't have
back
that.
forward, let's
We'll
get
have
behind
to
2-2.
So Sergeant Brewer, having a problem with your tablet?
Copy that.
Alright, command element. Hey, Rippy, come here.
Hawk
So,
it, drop back.
Get up
so
front,
you're
go.
1. That means
Uh,
Redmond, you're
Sulu.
2. Dooley,
Choose
you're
yours,
3, and
Sergeant
I'll
Lewis,
go
go.
last.
Call off when you get in there, so I know you're all in.
There you go. Sergeant Richie, you in front of me. Yep. There we go.
Let's get in the second bird since how it forwards in this one.
One chalk leader.
Just say,
So
say
we
you
got
want to
two
fly, or
squads,
you want me to fly?
pick someone.
Copy that.
I don't care who it is, as long as you say I'm
You want-
the chalk leader, and whoever takes commands takes command.
Sergeant Alexander, do you want to take it the first time and then take it the second time? Alright, you go ahead and start it off.
You guys are clear to load.
You're going on the gun, Benny? 4 copies.
You might have to move to the right a little bit.
Yeah, I'm yelling. I cannot hear him.
Got.
I suppose you were getting the gun, Benny?
Yeah,
We'll wait and see.
That's fine.
They're loading in first.
Go, Bo.
Yep.
Hey.
Bayless 9.
Don't forget your number, boys.
When we're roping or parachuting, you need it.
Speed is 12.
Sounds good to hear your voice again, Hellcat.
Thank you. I didn't even hear numbers.
Yeah, it's alright. We'll get it as soon as he comes over.
Okay.
Salvatore 16.
Okay, don't
Dunn,
believe
17. Bollinger's 18. Andrews 19. Dale 20.
Masters 4.
Gates 21. AJ 22.
Tel 5.
A firm.
Reynolds 6.
Wait, you have to do this.
Roger that. That was good.
Bollinger in.
Do I need to be in the back seats?
You off to the right, take that chalk
Yes.
leader.
Probably number.
Okay.
Abram.
I just had a sudden insatiable craving for those peach corn muffins you get from country restaurants.
Last time we did it, blew up
Actually, we have a. Gates is having an issue.
Already did this, but
I'm fucking pissed right now that those places are all closed.
Hey, hold up. Listen up. Here, Captain. First 2 team leaders on this bird should have been on the guns, and everyone is loaded on this bird with no one on the guns. It's unacceptable. Get these guns mounted.
Two-two's on.
Dagger, this is.
Is one gun still undone?
One gun's still undone. Left gun.
Wait, Smith is gonna get it. Sergeant Smith is gonna get it.
That was Salvatore, got it.
Salvatore is literally ready to go over.
Alright. We're all ready to go in here.
Copy that.
Dagger on 7-0. All clear to left. Proceed to tarmac.
Copy that. Clear to
Am I calling these 2 at a time?
Hey, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I'm doing exactly the same thing in my head, Sergeant Alexander.
Alright, you guys hear me alright?
Hey, sir.
Alright, you guys know the calls, right? Ready, vote, go. Are we using the scroll wheel or ace interact? Ace interact. Ace interact, ace interact. Right, it's a short trip, we're just going to the tarmac, so I'm going to call ready before we even take off. Get ready.
Everybody remember that I'm 18.
Ropes! Ropes deployed. Go, go, go! 1, 2, go! 2 going. 3, 4, go! 3 out. Whoa. 5, 6, go! 7, 8, go!
Hey, now.
Region each other.
9, 10, go!
10 up.
11, 12, go!
13, 14, go.
Fucking going.
14.
15, 16, go. 17, 18, go.
Everybody out?
I think Rich just got hit by the ropes.
Okay, no, thank you. Roger.
I think he's over here to the northeast.
Yeah, if you thought you were out the back, but they would tell you come out the middle, and there's like 5 guys that came out the middle all the time.
Copy that.
That happens.
Yeah, it's on the board, it's just
That's why I didn't say that. That makes no sense then.
Check yourselves, make sure you're not dying.
They'll say prepare ropes, and then you prepare fast
How
ropes.
could you
Or
lead?
he'll say get ready, then you prepare fast ropes.
Sergeant
system
Redman,
via
you
ace
leading?
interact.
Millie-
They'll say
Mr.
ropes,
Green.
and then you interact and hit deploy ropes, and then you just call off with
Somebody's
others two at a
leading.
time. Wait till the guys
Alpha.
you call land, and then call the next two.
Got it. Say again?
Never mind.
Shouldn't have fucking 2 number 1s.
Alpha, make sure you call out and
yeah,
get in,
fine, debrief.
please.
Should we move up the chance?
Come over here. Come over here.
He's been lagging all night, so.
I'm lagging out. That's why.
Oh, okay.
There you are. Look.
SWAT leaders are supposed to take the guns.
I thought ARs were supposed to take the guns.
Fire team leaders are
Show
supposed to
me
take
your
the
per
guns.
fucking bird.
But
Sergeant, I was hearing, what if,
Dared you to try it's hit 0. So drop it.
Well, take it upon yourself to go to the back of the line.
Negative. I'll hop on now.
I don't know, dude. If you see an empty gunner seat, just get in it.
It's a hell of a lot of discontent.
What happened with the bird?
I think he just dropped a little.
Got it, got it.
Don't worry about it.
I said that grenades were supposed to be on guns. That way the ARs can
Also,
cover the
if you heard
plane
it,
when they get out and cover everybody.
Team leads are supposed to get on the gun.
There,
Yeah.
So.
Hey, it's fire team leaders on the gun.
Yep,
Every time.
I
Every
know
time.
it.
Oh, that's so.
Wait,
Yeah.
you need to look back at your notes, dude.
Tacos, move on back here.
Spitting out
That's
stuff
why I
there,
was
correct?
asking you that they clarified it now.
Favor.
I think the Chinook was built by Kia. You know, it's only good for one flight.
There's no option for the fast ropes. We don't control that.
No, there is actually. We can cut ropes, but there's no option to retract it. It's just cut ropes and stow system.
They break off when you fly away.
Yeah, if you go over 10, it does. I think it's over 10.
Yours broke off like right after we started moving.
Everybody check yourself and make sure you're not bleeding.
Then you can't use the system anymore.
And when we do it live, the minute you hit the ground, check yourself because it's easy to get injured fast roping.
Yes, that was a.
Okay.
I'm thinking that once we open the ramp, go ahead and level because they can forward.
Alright, just fucking full circle.
And they can also repel with a level.
Alright. That test wasn't horrible. We're not gonna waste time with another one. That being said, there was still a couple of mistakes. That easternmost bird. Somebody cut the fucking ropes before everybody was out of the bird, which means someone select the wrong fucking option with their scroll wheel. You need to be very, very fucking careful of that. It caused someone to fall and get injured. The left bird looked great. You guys all got out of there seemingly fine. I didn't personally see anybody get injured. Looked good. Also on the right bird, when the ropes got deployed, as soon as the ropes deployed, someone was fucking coming down the rope, which means someone was not fucking paying attention to what was being said in the bird, because someone said deploy ropes, and some assbag thought his name was Ropes and hopped out of the back of the fucking helicopter. Dumbass mistake to make. So make sure you're paying attention to what's being said in there, and if you're not the chalk leader, keep your fucking cock holster shut. You have no reason to be talking when you're getting ready to fast rope. Everybody tracking?
Sorry for
Yes,
some-
sir.
First sergeant.
Alright. All of you stand by to stand by. Havoc 2 HQ and Havoc 4 on me. Pilots with me as well.
Because we resupply.
No, we all use Ace. We all use it.
They will tell you when you can resupply. Just relax.
Yeah, I believe so.
Sarmaniac.
Sergeant Alexander. Where are you?
There's only one repel.
Ah, there you are.
It's all you now.
Oh, you're gonna make me do it in a live? Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
You'll do fine.
I'll be fine. Yeah, I was gonna say you did freaking amazing there, dude. We got out of that bird hella quick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've never done that before, so
Oh,
I guess I'm a
it's
natural.
my first time, and they're probably gonna get us all killed. So yeah.
Hey.
That's why he deserves staff sergeant.
I never counted to 40.
Well, I was counting. I was
yes,
like,
you did.
I
Stand
forgot how many total number of people that are in this
I'm
job.
sorry. I just said it.
I
That's
messed up with
the first
you
time
and
I've
me
seen it.
telling out numbers.
Yeah, but, I mean,
It's harder than it looks.
My boys jumped when you called
Talk
me,
to my fucking back.
Yeah, so we know what we did wrong.
You're doing that thing on
Do
your back.
you want
Am I
to do it
supposed to
this time
assign
or
your
you want
numbers?
me to?
Am I supposed to assign your numbers?
You
Yes.
even have a 4?
Yeah, there'd be two guys with the same number.
Apparently, I'm a natural chalk leader. I don't know.
My guy and your guy.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
all
know,
it is.
He's become a little more
explain
picky
it.
with his people, and he's an amazing shot screamer.
Oh, ouch. I have races with shredded. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, fun.
Sorry, Alexander.
Bam.
Yep.
I gotta make a phone call real quick to work, so off counts maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
He's fucking with you.
Okay.
He's public, Richie. Don't
Sorry.
confuse him.
So, Fernando, you said they would say, what would it, okay, go through, we get on the bird, we're in the air, and stop.
They're gonna say, ready, get ready, and then you're gonna prepare fast roping system, and then they're gonna say ropes, and then you're gonna deploy the ropes, and then they're gonna say go, and you start counting off.
There's 2 ropes and 2 number 1s. So.
What? There are no 2 number 1s.
Yeah, does anyone else fucking hear that?
Everyone has a separate number.
Dave, top. Got this?
We did it right in our bird. Our bird was perfect.
No, I'm
Yeah,
aware.
I don't know who said 2 number 1s, but it's not correct.
You don't want
No.
them coming after you and chewing on you. You might want to go and whisper your Salvatore.
No.
Then be my guest, then specialist.
Alright, Sergeant.
I'm telling you, if they ever run after you and I'd bite you up.
That's still
Be
one.
I like that.
Oh my god, you like it rough like that?
Yes.
No wonder Sergeant really likes you.
So
That makes sense.
I shouldn't even be here
What they're going
right
to
now.
go to
Why?
But well, I did it yesterday, but I like this.
So how are we doing this? Are we doing
I don't know.
the people?
I like this.
Sergeant Smith, Specialist Salvatore has done things that have never even been written down in books.
So what?
I said you've done stuff that's never been written down because no one else has thought of it.
Exactly.
They'll interrupt each other because they're boarding either side of the Chinook.
They're going to do some Chinooks or Blackhawks.
Did sound like Sergeant Myers. I was just
I know
thinking.
y'all were crying, huh? I know y'all were crying. He ain't here.
Nope. No,
Y'all gotta
there's no crying here.
You gotta trust your faith.
Nah, man, I don't want Mario to
I know.
I'm going with the 1 go, 2 go.
Even though y'all trusted him like 5, 6 times.
Someone goes and talks to each other. The ropes get
stepping
cut.
up. So.
All right, Havoc
Oh,
2.
trust me.
Open up your maps and look southwest of the airfield at grid ref 040, call it 045, and you'll see the town of San Arulco. South of that town, there are around 041, 043. You'll see two marks for landing zones. One is an L-shaped building to the southwest of the base of that mountain with the old fortress on it. The other is a soccer field about 100 meters to the northeast of that. We're going to land in 2 different Chinooks simultaneously at both sites. 2-3 and 2-4. You are landing at the soccer field. If you look on your micro daggers or your wait one. Okay. If you look on your micro daggers or on your Android devices at marker 0851, that's the soccer field. That is going to be that's 2-3 and 2-4 are landing there. 2-1 and 2-2. The L-shaped building at 0850. You guys are landing there with me, and Havoc 4 will be landing there as well. We are going to, when we land there, we are immediately clearing that building. There could be friendlies in there. We're looking for, we're going to go in. We're not sure what's in there. We think there could be enemy in there, or there could be potential friendlies in there. So clear it, but be very careful. And then we're going to go up and join 2-3 and 2-4. 2-3 and 2-4 at 0851. I want you guys to immediately move north. And you see that MSR? I want you to establish a line of defense in those buildings along the northern edge of that soccer field, and wait for, once 2-1 and 2-2 have cleared the thing, they're going to come up on your left and join you, and then together as a platoon, we're going to push into the town of San Arulco, and we'll figure out our route when we're there. Are there any questions?
Negative LT.
Okay. Pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Remember, get your guys to remember your chalk numbers. Don't go out until your number's called. When they call your number, announce that you're leaving. Most of the guys in my bird did it well. And remember, when we hit the ground, especially on that soccer field, get the fuck off that soccer field fast and immediately move north into those buildings. 2-1 and 2-2. Immediately don't wait. Go ahead and get up against the wall and start stacking up to move in while people are still hitting the ground. I don't want you guys getting the shit shot out of you in those courtyards or out on that soccer field. The resupply boxes are behind you. If you need to reload ammo, go ahead and do that now.
LT question.
Yeah.
Thank you, LT. So when we go to fast warp out of the helicopters, is it Ace Interact or is it the scroll wheel?
Scroll wheel, and there's a repel self.
Okay, that's what I did, and I fell out of the helicopter, and I had somebody else tell me it's Ace Interact. So I'm a little confused.
I think you can do. I did repel self and was fine. I thought that's what you did. I could be wrong on that. I mean, somebody feel free.
They're two separate mod systems.
Use Ace Interact. Okay, well the captain says use Ace Interact. Use Ace Interact.
Copy that. Will do.
Yeah, Lieutenant, we tried this in Task Force Alpha, and they determined that Ace Interact was the safest method of fast warping.
Okay, so I assume when you hit self actions, there'll be an option for.
So you interact with the bird.
Wave's good.
Okay. That's the same way. Yeah, it's just like rappelling off a building.
Everybody resupply?
Got it.
If you're resupply, let me know.
Alpha, lock and load.
Lock and load and go on safety.
Boys agreed.
I'm the Alpha.
Alright,
Copy that.
Alright, make sure you're lock and loaded.
With the assault element going with 2-1.
We're lock and loading.
I'll go in with 2-3 and 2-4.
Sure you're lock and loaded.
Don't die before we get there.
Mike said.
AJ Dale, you ready to go?
Go ahead and slide in front of me here, Salvatore.
Say again?
So go ahead and slide in front of me here.
Oh, good read. Oh, yeah, I don't care.
Oh, good.
Yeah, at least look like we know what we're doing.
Alpha's all set.
Almost.
Ready your weapon masters.
Delta set.
Copy that.
Bravo set.
Two 6 copies.
Someone hurt near me?
I hear it too.
2-2, you guys ready to go?
I hear it too. I think it's just a glitch.
Sergeant Alexander, you ready to go?
Yep.
Okay. Havoc 7726, Havoc is ready to go.
So those are plugs in, boys.
Alright. Alright, Sergeant, I'm going to go ask the pilot to make sure we're straight on which bird's going to what location.
Okay.
Alright, so load on we're gonna be loading on the same side as last time, so far side when we're looking at the birds, so this time I'm gonna be chalk leader, so Specialist Salvatore and Corporal Andrews, make sure you guys get on the guns. Just assume your number, well, just put yourselves at the back of the line, so you guys are the last ones out.
It's going to be one number per person.
Copy.
Copy.
Really hoping I didn't crash my game when I fucking changed my settings.
This is the first
First
person
bird,
see.
Alpha. Let's go.
Harbor, guys.
I'll be with 2-3 and 2-4 at the soccer field. Garcia will be with 2-1 2-2 at the L-shaped building.
Can you guys get in this? Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Bravo, much you want in front of me.
Sarbiniak's team leaders are taking the guns.
Alpha, get in front of me.
Everybody line up.
Don't be afraid of the birds.
Bravo, get in front of me, all of you.
Yes. I'll get on the other side of the line.
Mission's granted. Load up.
Private Bowlinger, you're 1.
Alright.
Private Dunn, you're 2. Go ahead and start loading,
Stop.
guys.
Do not load. Do
No,
not
do not
load.
Okay, thank you.
Lock and load, Team Asade.
So-
I am number 1.
Okay.
I am the first guy on the ground.
We can lower that, right?
Apron first, Sergeant. So you'll be number 1. I'll go down your line then first.
Go ahead and move up and let us take the last
Alright.
spot then. So that
Nah,
way
go
we
ahead,
can
you're
start
fine.
picking up again.
Go on yelling.
Alright. Lieutenant Barber, you're 3. Sergeant Alexander, you're 4. Specialist Chance, you're 5. Specialist Tretman, you're 6. Cheney, you're 7. Wade, you're 8. Smith, you're 9.
Wade's 8.
Both,
Alright, Majority 1.
10. Bach, you're at
Record
11.
2.
Melius, you're 12. Phil, you're 13.
3.
Redmond, you're 14. Sergeant Ritchie, you're 15.
Cal 4.
Halkett is 16. And
Masters
Sergeant
5.
Stevens, you're 17.
Falter 6.
Private Bowling, you're 18. Dunn, you're 19.
What are the odds?
Salvatore, you're 20.
18 again.
Dale, you're 21.
Always
AJ, you're 22. Gates, you're 23.
When I was
Corporal
9.
Andrews, you're 24.
Hey, Steven, what's your number?
I'll have the elements notify once all in.
Stop.
2T's all loaded.
Dylan.
Bollinger's in.
Dagger, you
This is
Doing your right.
1 Bravo. Radio check on frequency 711.
Dagger element is loaded.
Yeah.
Private Dunn, are you in?
I don't see him.
No, it's off taken, sir. Yeah, it's full.
Alpha's
Well,
all in.
but hey, the chocolater can't get in.
That's the problem. Bird is not full. One more seat. One fucking seat left.
There's one more seat, Sarbiniak.
Havoc, you all set back there?
2-2 is all in. Or 2-1 is all
Oh,
in.
copy. Oh, looks like you still got one straggler.
Affirm, I think that is First Sergeant.
Is he not coming?
No, nope. We're trying to figure out. There's a spot left, but it won't let anyone fill in.
Not both of you, just Dagger. I didn't say Dagger and uniform, whatever, it's fine. Both of you just stay in that one. Alright, we had 2 guys get out of the fucking bird. So that means we lost 2 numbers. You need to pay attention. Chalk lead, who's chalk lead?
Dr. Beaniac.
Beaniac, if you call a number and you do not hear someone say their number and out or going or something along those lines, move on to the next number. That means it's one of the 2 guys that got out. Those of you guys that are in here, if you hear the chalk lead call your fucking number, use your fucking big boy voice, call your number and say that you're going out. Everybody understand?
That's my sergeant.
Dagger, spool these motherfuckers.
Phoenix 2, say again.
Salvatore, be advised, Dunn is in here right beside me. Might help if I actually unmuted my mic. Salvatore, be advised, Private Dunn is in here beside me.
Copied up. What were your numbers?
Bollinger's 18.
Alright, then it's 19 then.
Private Dunn, you might need to reset your team speak.
Wait for how that,
Airspeed 70. Current speed 85 clock. Current speed 100 clock.
Watch our pilots do their thing.
You know, under 200.
I can hear you fine now.
Well, at least I got a window seat.
Alright, everyone remember, Chalk Lead deploys the ropes. Chalk Lead is last man out. He calls last man, pilot cuts the ropes and gets the fuck out.
Doesn't really matter since we're on the intercom, but still best to have it turned up. Private Halkett looks like he's broken his fucking wrist. Look at that. It's like a fucking 90-degree angle.
Preparing fast rope system. 30 seconds, time to go to work, motherfuckers. $350 out. 300 out. $250 out. Eyes on.
And we're taking fire.
You ready to get it? Fucking fight as soon as we touch the ground. Alright, here we go. Got an individual on the roof, right side. Rooftop. Road. Deploy road. Road. Oh shit. 1, 2. Out. No rope. No rope. Repel yourself. Negative. Rope. Ropes are out. 1, 2, go. 3, 4, go. 4 going. 3, 4, go. 5, 6, go. Oh, jeez. 7, 8, go. I'm good. 7 going. 9, 10, go. 10 going. 11, 12, go. 11 going. 13, 14, go. 13 out. 16, go. 16 going. 17, 18, go.
18 going.
19, 20, go. 19 going. Alright. 21, 22, go. 21 up.
Bollinger's out on the ground. Holding on the south side of the fucking buildings. Specialist Salvatore, we need to do that more often.
Hell yeah, boys. Friendlies and civvies.
When it's all green painted, then full security.
Yeah, let's stay there on the first floor.
On you,
Push to the north side. That's where we're going anyway. Let's provide security up there.
Full security.
Alright, it's clear.
Bravo to the north. Overwatch.
Go for 2-2.
Grenade this motherfucker up, boys. Go.
Up to the top,
Two ones, 2-2.
I'm on you, Sal.
Opening door.
Reset.
The building
Fire.
to the south is already clear.
7, this is 4.
Fuck. Salvatore's down.
7, this is 4, that's affirmative. Having some communication.
Mike's just
on the ground.
One down inside. Pushing in, pushing right.
Northwest is clear.
I'll get it out of the way.
Right's clear. Another room. Pushing in, pushing left.
Going in right.
Left clear.
Right clear.
Building clear. 2 friendlies coming out.
Sauce coming up. I'll bring this mic, send it.
Security the civilian here.
Tagging the building.
Top's clear. Top's clear. Roof's clear.
Copy.
Piece of shit. Has this been cleared?
A-firm.
Yeah, A-firm.
Bend the shit.
2-2, this is 2-1. Northwest half is clear.
Alright, 4, let's finish clearing this fast because we need to get set up now.
Got a lot of real estate up here. We got plenty of stuff to cover too.
Copied up.
Send it 2-2. Your side of this complex. A-firm, it is
Check this little shack.
Beanie cleared it.
Alright.
Yeah, Benny cleared it.
From here if we need be,
Try
on
to
the
select
northern position of it.
everything that's been cleared.
Copy.
Be advised, I'm watching north.
Got a single contact with a pretty long gun, maybe sniper rifle, bearing 349, maybe 200 meters.
Take it up, take it up.
There we go.
One down.
We're getting red 4 markers 0, 9, 1, 2, north of us, all the click out.
Multiple cargo trucks bearing 354.
Multiple cargo trucks.
They look unoccupied.
Eyes on.
Alright, we're gonna hold here. Out and move to the north. We're gonna cover 2-2 as they push into town.
Volunteer in town. There are enemies.
Got a bearing?
355.
Little shack.
Fucking no eyes.
He's down, he's down. Jack is down.
Yeah, over there. By the trees.
There are more in behind. The building, 352. The 3-story building. There are more fucking enemies.
Copy, eyes on.
Gonna range it.
It's about 600.
130 meters out.
I ranged it with bullets.
4 of the 7 get a mark.
Actual comes
2 down. Fucking 3-story.
This is 4. Looks like
3 down.
Disengage contacts.
Copy that. Moving. Getting fucking shot at.
Bravo's moving.
2-6, this is 7. Be advised, those foot mobiles we're engaging are at mark 09 or
Alright, north,
14.
exit out the east side and stay on the west side of that MSR.
Yeah,
and
Beanie.
start pushing.
The
Stay.
town is full of enemies.
Send it 2-2. A firm, I'll let you know when we're
Putting a fresh box in.
Copy. Alpha, get the right side of the road. Alpha's got the right side of the road.
Covered up.
Yeah. Stay on the west side of the road. Stay. 2-2, this is 2-1. We're pushing down the MSR. We're gonna get on those buildings that are on the edge of the town. Time now.
Bad guy right in front. Top second story. He's in the window.
In the buildings, in front of us.
A firm, we're engaging in time now. We'll clear it out.
Bravo, we're gonna clear it.
Got it,
Clear
clear.
this
Go
building.
clear.
Alpha, hold security on the road.
Going up.
Bravo's gonna clear this building directly.
He's down.
He's down.
One more.
I'm moving forward.
Keep going. Pushing in. Contact down.
Okay, we're moving west. Time now.
Building's clear, moving west to you.
Alpha's on you.
Got it.
Yep. We're going. Go west.
West.
Bravo's moving. That's fine now.
West. Okay.
Back up on me on this wall.
Bravo shield doesn't need you.
Bravo mini, actually, we'll be good.
Okay, I'm pine. I'm pine.
You got him?
Yeah, go ahead, clear this
Holding
building out.
security.
Looks good. I'm going in, going right.
Backed up.
Send it 2-2.
On you.
Going right. Okay.
A firm, I'm
Alright.
picking up my mic.
Pushing across.
Start moving out, time now.
Going in, going left. Left clear.
Building clear.
Hold on. Double check the fucking roof.
Yeah, I got that.
Roof's clear.
There's friendlies on Page Street. Go ahead, Joe.
Checking morphine. Alright, copy going in.
I'm up.
Take shots from the west.
Bravo, start moving north.
Say again?
2-1 copies, be advised, just
Bravo,
contact
this
to
is
the west,
this is down.
219.
Yep, I'm on.
Who's down?
Left clear. We got another door.
I'm saying he
Alright,
was down.
clear. Move a little bit to the west of Alpha and start pushing.
We're moving north.
AJ on me.
Copy.
Bravo,
You're moving on you.
as soon as you clear that building, move west of Alpha and start clearing out these buildings.
Right behind you,
I'm
Beanie.
on you.
Clear. I'm going in, going right.
Reset.
Wanna clear this out?
Start pushing north. If we haven't taken contact from it, then no.
3 coming out.
Alright, let's go on the outside of it.
Reloading.
Clear. I'm tagging this one.
Continue to push north.
Then just keep pushing north.
Get these buildings, boys.
We got friendlies to our right.
Buying the
There's gonna be
windows.
friendlies on your right and your left, just so you know, Alpha.
Nothing in the windows.
Alpha copies.
Coming.
It's clear.
Going upstairs.
Got it.
You guys clear that building.
Go left. We clear.
Got that. I'm outside.
Alpha, Bravo.
I'm lagging my ass off.
Alpha's good. There's sounds like there's shots in here.
Wow. How'd that motherfucker drop both me and Sal? I just put fucking 5 or 6 rounds in his fucking face.
Roof's clear. Going left.
Bollinger back up. Salvatore's down. Pick up Salvatore right there in the doorway. Hold on, hold on.
Yeah, check.
Alright, he's down. Yeah, okay.
On you, Dale.
Good shit, boys. Good shit.
Done.
What about this shit? Can you open? Nope.
Alpha copies.
Tagging it. I'm tagging it. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, second floor is not clear.
Yeah, friendlies were just up there. It's fine.
No,
Let's
Dunn.
go, on me.
Copy. Where the fuck are they? I didn't see Dunn cleared. That's why.
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's happening?
Bowling, are you alright?
Yeah, I was
This
just...
is Alpha. I read you, Louis Charlie.
Yeah.
Hey, firm. Special Salvatore, do you read me?
Actual, this is Bravo 3 IC. Salvatore's down.
Alpha's Dale, so I got CLS on Bravo.
Yeah, RCLS is having issues.
Alpha CLS is on Bravo lead at this time.
Alright, get him up. We need to start moving. Alpha, start pushing north. We need to get in line with 2-2. They're at the base of the hill. Time now.
Alpha on me. Time now.
Taking sporadic fire toward west. Just throw out the smoke when you go through the field.
From you also. We're down to 290.
Shots from the west, Alpha.
Alright, Sal, I'm on squad net as well. 2 IC.
Alright, keep it that way.
Yep. Sorry it took a minute. I had to fucking queue it up.
Ready to move. We need to fucking get north and catch 1-2-2. We're getting left behind here.
Give me 30 seconds.
Alright, Alpha, push north as quickly as possible. Throw out smokes if we need to.
Alpha copies pushing north hard.
Alright, we'll wait on you, Bravo. I might go wait on you.
I'm almost done patching.
Bravo, we need to move.
Bravo is Oscar Mike.
Alright, double time it. Hustle it. We need to keep up with 2-2.
Oh my armor.
Push straight north, Bravo. Push straight north.
Cover it up.
Thank God I traded with that guy or we would have really been fucked.
Yep.
I put fucking 10 rounds in his face and he still got me.
He was a fucking Terminator.
Bravo's almost there, actual.
Get your ARs lighting those guys up.
Only gonna push up, take those guys, take them down, rip them apart.
Copy that, I'm up here.
West.
2-2, as soon as 2-1 clears out some of those guys come from the town, we'll start pushing.
Actually, this is Alpha. I am down 1 AR.
Hey, firm.
Oh my god.
We're holding here, Alpha.
2-2, this is 2-1. 2-1's gonna throw out some smokes and start pushing.
We're right on top of each other. Spread the fuck out.
Alright, Alpha Bravo, throw out smokes, and we're gonna push north towards the town.
Alright, get your smokes out and push your town north.
Copy. Alpha's ready to move on you.
Smoke's going up.
Alright, push.
Alright, push north, Alpha.
Alright, let's go.
Pushing.
Alright, 2-1's moving out.
Be careful over there, Bravo. We're taking shots from the west.
Copy up.
We have shit for cover in front of us.
Hey, firm, I know. We need to make a move all the way up.
Keep moving.
Shift left. There's a small... I don't want to push all the way up.
Oh, I just shit myself. I just ran right over a guy.
Oh my, okay.
We got guys thrown in the fucking field.
Be advised, there are guys crawling around the field that we might not be able to see from our positions up there.
Thanks for calling that up.
Alright, I found him.
Alright, let's catch up with Alpha. Bravo, let's move up with Alpha.
Alright, let's go.
Let's get on the edge of the town.
We're gonna clear this building, Alpha.
Checking out.
Alright, Bravo, let's hold up on this rock.
Mike 2 on Mike. Green, 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 green.
Over.
I found those sporadic contacts to the west.
Alright, just keep eyes up.
What are they?
Alpha Bravo, just keep security.
It was the guy I just ran over.
Healed up.
Alright.
2-2, this is 2-1. As soon as you guys are ready to move, 2-1's ready to cover you guys to get up on our ass. Keep up 360 security, Alpha Bravo. Just stay on the edge of the town. We are waiting for 2-2 to get recuperated. If you check yourself to make sure you're not bleeding.
Bravo copies. Alpha copies all.
Go green, ball again.
Yep.
Nice.
Good, do you need morphine?
Huh?
Good, or do you need morphine?
Yeah. Let's see where everyone else is, dude. This is...
Yeah, it's a little eerie quiet here.
Send it 2-2. A firm, 2-1's covering you. Alright, we're covering 2-2. Just keep eyes out to the west, east, and north. We're coming up on our rear.
Actual, this is Alpha. Gates is requesting a tech insert. Actual, do you copy?
Beanie, can you hear Andrews?
2-2, if you want to get up on
Actual, this is Alpha on 121.
Alpha,
we're going.
Beanie,
Say again?
can you hear Alpha and Cons?
Yeah, Say again, Alpha?
Gates is requesting a tech insert.
A firm.
Is that?
I'll call it up in a sec. Havoc 2, this is 2-1, requesting tech insert for a private in Gates.
B, look. 352 from my position.
352?
Yeah, 774 meters. Do you see those guys?
Let me get my NVGs. Not my NVGs,
They're
my...
on the hill, you mean?
Send it
You
to
see these guys?
I don't see any.
Or are they bushes?
A firm 2-2,
They're
we'll start shifting
bushes,
a little
they're
bit
not
to the west.
guys.
A firm.
Alright, Alpha, start shifting a little bit to the west, and we're gonna start clearing north. 2-2's on our pause. So push closer to Bravo.
Roger, we're moving west. Time now.
A firm. Bravo, you're good to start clearing the furthest west set of buildings.
Move up.
You
want us to take the first building on the left here?
Beanie,
Yeah, what's
I'm
up?
taking this shit.
Say again, Bravo.
We're clearing out this house as well.
A firm.
On you.
Alright. Windows looks clean. Good. Opening door. Firing.
Crossing.
Looks clear. Go again, going left.
Going right. Right's clear.
Second room. Looks clear. Going in, going left. It's clear.
Alpha, as soon as you get caught
Opening
up,
door.
come up this MSR and then clear out that
Fuck you, Armor.
refueling station or supply station.
Copy that.
Alright.
Alright, back entrance.
Brady, let's clear out the house front.
Clear.
It's pretty big. I didn't think it was actually.
Going up.
Going up, going right.
Going left. Windows looks clean. Going in.
Crossing.
Clear my side.
Margins here.
I'm gonna go mark the front.
Alright. Checking shack. This clear. Alright. Let's go around.
Alright, Bravo, so Alpha's taking the far east side of this next block. I want you guys to take the west side of this block, and we're gonna clear it out.
Covered up, actual. We're right behind you.
Alright, go ahead and take point, Bravo, and then we'll push up along with you. Alright, I'll go. Alright, actually, go in the middle, go, Rini.
Beanie?
Are we clearing this, Beanie?
PTR north, 004, we're good.
Alright,
Bravo, go ahead and clear this little compound.
Right clear.
Going left.
Alright.
Going left wide. Window looks clear.
Moving up to the building.
Affirm.
Alright, looks clear.
Alright, opening door. Fucking pine. Looks clear. Going in, going right.
Alright, going left.
Right's clear. Another room. Looks clear. Going in, going right.
I got a guy.
Right's clear.
I'm right behind you.
Building clear. Marking the other side.
Alright, we got friendlies behind us.
2-2, this is 2-1.
That shot just fucking pinged right beside my head.
Oh shit, directly to your north, it's 4 guys from all to like the 4th floor.
Back out, back out, back out.
Smoke out again.
Don't get on the wall. There are guys on the 3-story.
I'm taking shots.
Yeah, be advised, there are guys toward northeast in the buildings, enemy contacts. Just watch yourselves.
Alpha's taking contact in the northeast.
Hopping over the wall, you guys.
Alright, I'm crossing.
Yeah.
I'm scanning for these assholes.
Drop one.
Crossing.
Careful, we have friendlies directly to our front.
Be careful, we're sitting right there. You're pretty exposed on on your east and west sides.
Changer.
Okay, I got a bad guy on the top of the roof, second story. He's down.
Walker, come over here.
Got another bad guy right there. Right at the door.
But I had me a window.
I think this suits you better.
Stay low.
Yeah, we are exposed.
Till I get fucking domed.
Go ahead and start clearing it,
Bravo standing rooftops.
If you're in danger, get into the fucking compound.
Oh, that was a friendly. Good thing I missed.
Actual, this is Alpha. We are in this large 3-story building.
Probably made him shoot himself, though.
Be careful, there's a BTR. Bravo,
Alright,
prep
let's
AT
fall
if
back
you
to
still
all.
have some.
Oh, yeah, we don't have AT.
Bravo's moving back to Alpha. Wrong room.
Sal, tell him we don't have AT.
Oh, Vinyak,
Center Bravo.
we don't have AT.
Alright, that's fine. Halo's taking it out. Warlord's taking it out.
Cover it up. Warlord is on it.
Left clear. Going in right.
Yeah, I don't really know what open doors do.
I'm gonna head around the dock real quick.
Alpha, are you in there?
Alpha's in here.
Bottom floor
Alright,
north is
copy.
clear.
Move it, Rainy. Rainy, get out of the way.
I count.
Alpha is Bravo.
Set it for Alpha.
We're taking the next compound.
Ready, get on the
Next
3rd
to
floor
yours.
and head outside. We'll just wait here, let them clear out the rest. Keep security out of here.
Ready?
Ready? Yeah, doorway on your right.
Alright, Bravo, as soon as you clear out that little stone building, just hold.
Holding the stairs.
Cover it up. It's unenterable. Go up.
Going up, going right.
Don't mind you.
Right's clear, balcony. Fucking going out, going right. Right's clear. Jesus, wraps around, goes up.
Looking up, going left.
Going right.
One guy down.
Right's clear.
Bravo, go ahead and hold there. You got pretty good eyes.
Solid copy, Bravo's clearing out this building. I think we're clear? Yeah, this is clear.
Yep, I'm gonna go down and paint.
Alright.
Actual, this is Alpha. We are clear on this building. There is an RPG at your FYI.
Just hold it. Just don't take it. It's fine.
Copy. Coming down.
Alright, I got your north, Sal. Is that a civilian? Yep, civilian fucking 046. Run left to the right.
Yeah, I see him.
Alpha's copying, covering west to north.
Oh, Jesus. Apparently you can just walk right off this ledge.
Are you hurt?
Nicked my fucking bitch's legs a little bit. He'll be alright.
You'll get over it.
As I was about to say, there's some fucking skivs beached down here on the fucking dock area, 001.
Yeah, I see it, but there's nobody there.
Passing along information.
Good stuff.
Mind if I dump about 20 rounds in each of those trucks and make sure there's nobody in them?
Yep, go ahead.
Bravo, what are you shooting? Bravo, what are you shooting?
We're checking the cargo trucks to see if anyone's in there.
If they're not jumping out, then don't worry about it.
Nobody jump out, so they're clear.
Alright, let's get on the bottom floor, Alpha. We're gonna start moving soon.
Yeah, at least we know they're clear.
Exactly.
Send 27.
Pushing bearing 030.
Looks to be pretty quiet. I'm going to repack.
Yep.
Say again?
Go ahead.
Andrew, I'm gonna attack this building. We're gonna attack it.
I'm looking at a tag right here.
A for moving 10 now.
The one we just came out.
Alright, we're gonna move east to cover 2-2. They're covering it up as they're clearing a giant compound.
We're moving east. Time now.
Taking rear.
We'll get in these apartment buildings and get up on the tops.
Done.
Alpha's on your 6.
Alright, let's move.
A from Alpha and Bravo, go ahead and get up on the
This
top
way.
of those. Me and Rain, you'll stay on the first floor just in case we need to move quick.
Copy that, Electro.
They've been cleared, At least they should have been.
Buildings are clear, so we basically can run in.
Got friendlies down here.
We're taking the building on
Alright,
the
push
south.
east to the ASR. We're covering 2-2 as they move towards the rest of the platoon.
Copy.
You're good. Don't worry about those buildings. We're gonna push to the ASR and then cover 2-2.
Move up.
Hold one actual. We're in the process of clearing here.
Move it. I'm on you, Andrews.
Yep.
2-2-2-1's covering your time now.
We're clear.
Yeah, don't worry about clearing it. Just get on the ridge line. We're covering 2-2. They're push east. After they push east, we'll be coming in behind us.
Solid copy.
Shots behind us.
Bind!
Fucking no eyes.
Dropped him right over here.
He's in the building.
Right there.
Bravo's gonna clear it out.
Covering the southwest.
Bravo's
A
gonna
from
clear this
2-2. We
building,
just
boys.
got
Just
shot
cover
from one of the
security. Hold
buildings.
security.
One of the guys just woke up and
That's southwest.
yes.
Copy. I'm looking south.
Opening. Going in, going right.
A from both from one mic.
Fucking second door down here. Opening.
Clear out.
Actual, we
Oh,
have
good.
contacts to our west, behind us.
He's right directly
This
down
one's
the
clear.
south west.
Actual, this is Alpha. We are taking contact from the west.
Opening. Going good.
Going right. Or going left. One of the two.
He was straight down this
Check him
alleyway,
opening.
Gates. Keep your gun down that alleyway.
Alright. Throw smokes, break contact, we're using 2-2. Throw smokes, break contact, we're coming up on behind 2-2.
We're baiting this building.
Alright, you're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bravo's outside the building.
Hey, alright guys, I can't see out here to the northwest anymore, just right down straight.
Yep, got it. Careful, Dale, we're taking shots here.
Thank you. Alright, start pushing. You throw out smokes. Just push east. Push east.
Alright,
And yes, I did say come on your ass, Private Rainey.
Disengage.
Alpha copies, run your 6.
Alpha, double time it.
It's a fucking clusterfuck.
Hey, firm.
Taking contact from the west. I got a guy down. Actual, I got a guy down.
Throw
smokes. Get him back up. 2-2, we're about halfway to your position. We just took contact from one of the guys pushing us.
Actual, we have to clear these buildings back here. We're taking shots from the back.
We need to throw out smokes and get into hard cover first.
I'm good.
We're in the open. Hey, I have one fire team clearing out the guys before we start continuing our push because they're eating us up. Alright, Bravo, let's push. Let's keep pushing. Alpha, as soon as you get that cleared out, get on our pause.
One guard, we're pushing.
Alpha copies.
Copy that, I'm moving.
A couple mics.
Aver.
Guys, diving on us, northeast.
This is 2-1 B.
Actual, Mike, be advised, I've
We're currently engaging guys on the coast.
relocated with Alpha.
How come I'm not seeing any of these fucking guys?
Alpha, as soon as you're ready to go, get back over here. I need you over here.
Alpha copies. We're patching up one guy. 30 seconds.
Alright. Bravo, just keep eyes on that building where that guy ran out. I don't want to get fucking run out on again.
BDAC, do you take shots from that that pier down there?
We're pushing
Yeah,
2
we just
east.
shot them out.
Alright, 1,
We shot
0,
them out.
2.
We're waiting for the other half of my squad to get here. They're clearing out the rest of the engagement from the west.
Alright.
We're gonna clear that out in a sec.
Yeah, I was gonna say, send a fire team down there. Send the other fire team to the houses to our east.
Afer. Bravo, go ahead and start clearing out the buildings right here. Alpha, as soon as you get here, start pushing east.
Let's go.
On you.
Alpha, just keep pushing east. Mike, go with Alpha, and I'm gonna go with Bravo, just so we clear this out.
Copy.
As soon as you get to the that main MSR that goes north to south, just stop there, and we'll catch up with you.
I don't see a really good door to go in.
This not. Nope.
Clear the outside of it, then, Bravo.
That second floor is definitely accessible. I'm pretty sure.
Open. I found a door. Found a door.
Oh, yep. Right behind you.
Going up.
Took shots from the rear. Taking shots.
Okay, shots from the east.
Fucking douchebags.
Balcony east. Oh my god.
I don't see any.
Bravo, this is Alpha. You guys good down there?
Hey, something wrong with.
Fucking clipped me right as I was going up the stairs.
Beanie. Where's Beanie? Got him.
Beanie, you still up?
I don't see Beanie.
Where the fuck is Beanie?
I'm coming down, Sal. Coming out.
I need bike on my paws. Actuals down.
Moving to count 9.
Andrew, step up.
I'm trying to cover you best I can.
Yep.
How the fuck did he get out here? He went up the stairs in front of us.
I think he fell
I got
off.
him, I got him, I got him. Full security.
Alright. Oh, wait. The guy I shot me, that's what happened. There was a guy over there.
Thank you.
Copy that. I need to patch up whenever we get caught up with everything.
Do it right now. You got the time. You know what? Hold on.
I already got it.
Keep your gun up.
I already got it.
Oh, you're good.
Where's your morphine?
Alpha, how are you doing?
Oh, he's up. Sweet.
Back up, back up. 2-1 actuals, back up, time now. You get that down.
Alright, on the fit.
Did you guys get your squad lead up? Hey,
He's
he's
up.
up. Oh, sorry, see ya.
Alpha, go ahead and prep 18. We're gonna have heavy contact from the east.
It's hit.
Alright, Alpha Bravo, start pushing east. Or if you can't move, then don't move, obviously.
We got a come down, inbound from the west. They're coming in from the west down the MSR. It's moving south now.
Enemy armor coming in from the west, straight up the MSR. Push. Bravo coming clear and rigor with Alpha. Bravo, get on the east side with Alpha.
Go. Go, it up.
Actions Alpha 2, I see. I need Mike on Alpha's pause right now.
Yeah, you good?
Mike, Lord, Alpha, over.
I'm alive. All things over here. I'll take your corner over there.
Any station on 121, over.
I hear ya.
Yeah, I need you over here on Alpha.
Where?
Got friendlies by the burning Vic and friendlies in front of us. Up on the fucking roof. Looks like weapons is up there. I would have to guess that would be a 240 team up there.
Bravo, Alpha, as soon as you get your guy up, we're gonna start clearing the waterfront. Bravo, let's just get a head start.
Alpha's up.
Alright, let's...
The waterfront we just came from?
We're going to the waterfront.
I know we just moved from here, let's clear it out.
No, Charlie, do some more feet.
Wait for him moving to the water.
Bravo, push the closest buildings on the MSR, and Alpha, just push a little bit to the south of that, and just clear the backside of the building just to be safe.
On you, Sal.
Copy, Alpha, we'll clear the backside. Alpha, clear the backside of these buildings down slow.
Opening door.
Alright. You don't have to worry about that check, but that's gonna check.
Yeah, this is clear.
Copy.
Be sure to check the ground, they're laying down.
Where's my paint?
Alright, Bravo, start pushing with us along this MSR.
Yep, apparently.
Wait. We can pay the ground.
Bravo, do you guys got any
Oh, okay.
eyes on anyone on the coastline just laying down?
1-1 actual.
Abram. Alright. Bravo, keep pushing, or Alpha, keep pushing east. Let's clear out the rest of this coast.
Negative eyes on prone enemies.
Alpha, keep pushing east up the MSR.
Copy, we're clear buildings, let's go.
Abram. Be advised, all the buildings that are to the west have been cleared. I just need a timer square pane, I'm sorry.
Over red on top of Bravo.
Copy that. Moving to you.
Just push past me, Mike and Actual, and you guys, all those haven't been cleared yet.
On you.
Alright, going in, going left.
Going right.
Push past, Bravo. This is cleared.
Okay.
Rear tail's clear.
Crossing.
Looks clear.
Actual, this is Alpha.
Well, pushing. Clear the second floor.
Copy that.
Or to my east.
Hey, firm, just keep push past him.
I'm behind you.
Dale, let me know when you're ready.
Jesus Christ. Alright, going up.
Alright, Alpha, let's hold and wait for Dale.
Another stairway in up here.
Eyes on.
Going up. Going left.
Right behind you.
Another stairway. Oh, closed door at the top.
Check this, hold on.
Holding on this door. Alright, going up. Opening.
Going.
Going out and going left.
Going right.
Left clear, one down up here.
Right clear.
Great fucking eyes up here.
Yep.
Nothing here.
It's about midway through the block.
Hope we get to set up in a building like this one day.
I'm ready. He's right
Okay,
behind
Alpha,
us.
we're still pushing east on this road.
We're behind you, Alpha.
Roger, AJ and I are right behind you. Looks like the ace is timing out.
Copy.
Actually, this is Alpha, we're losing our AR again.
Abram.
Let's push across and clear those 3 shacks, Sal.
Actual Bravo's crossing, is crossing pass.
Crossing.
Neighbor.
Dale.
Cross.
Last man, Dale.
It's hard to speak
somebody
sometimes.
in there already getting it. We're gonna keep pushing east.
Yep. Checking mine.
AJ.
Cross.
I don't know how far east he wants us to go.
Alright, yeah, you guys
Locked
go
up.
here. I'm gonna let him know and see what our next orders are.
Yeah, all locked up.
Yep.
Watch the back.
I'm gonna take this shit. Just because we can. Yeah, April.
Yeah, I could use some.
Good, or do you need more?
Oh, that's perfect.
Hey, Dale, I'm going low. I'm covering the right big building with the.
Covering up the road to the east.
AJ,
Yep, I'm behind you.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna peek around the corner here and look over this way. Got enough guys looking east.
I couldn't.
Is everybody looking
get
east?
my load out.
Oh my god. Yeah. Let's go watch the fish.
Stand by.
yeah, any of you guys need mugs?
Oh, I'm bring on the ammo.
I'm watching for you, just in case.
Hey, for him, I'm watching across the way. That was pretty.
Hell yeah.
Alright, let's push south. We're gonna push south, get on the top of the ridge, where by those apartment buildings that 2-2 was previously. They had to go help Havoc 7, so.
We got friendly.
Havoc 7 is south. We're going out bearing 180.
Yeah, south, like, yeah, 180.
We just 2x5 gates on 121.
It's actually 2-2 that went to go help Havoc 7. We're taking 2-2 spot, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't give a shit right now.
It's alright, man. I got you.
Abram, push a little bit to the west so we don't run up on them. If you once you get up to the wall, just push west.
Let's get to the wall, push west, boys. Pushing
Yep.
west.
Get to which wall?
This way, boys.
This one? Yeah.
We'll get eyes looking to the north just to make sure we're good.
Oh shit.
Sounds exciting inside.
He's directly next to us in these buildings.
There are friendlies in this compound to our left. Go ahead, cross.
Crossing.
Go ahead and push back, Sal. I'll cover the corner.
Cross Dale.
No.
So behind you. We definitely have friendlies up on that church.
Yeah, friendlies. We have 2 squads in the church. Don't be afraid to ask if you're debating if there's friendlies anywhere.
We got friendlies.
We got friendlies on the MZR.
A-firm, that I think that's Havoc 26 and 27.
Whoever's still on the wall, go ahead and come across.
That's correct.
Copy, coming. Last man.
A-firm, 2-1's gonna clear it out and clear him out.
Crossing.
Go ahead, cross.
A-firm.
Crossing,
Alright, push south, clear the building directly in front of us.
Crossing.
South on the other side of the MSR. There's 1 lone gunman there.
Bravo's going.
We got 1 lone
Order
gunman to
me.
the south. Let's go. Time now.
Set it to
Move it.
Which building is it? The one to the left or the right?
I think it's this one right here. All right.
Yeah, the one on south. So, Bravo, go ahead and clear that one. Alpha, go ahead and clear the one that's on the west.
On you, Sal.
All right, going in.
Yeah,
All right.
Copy.
Oh, these fucking places are a nightmare.
Oh shit.
Let's go around the back.
Was that you guys, Bravo, or no?
Negative.
TFC Hawker.
Alright.
Careful here.
Be advised.
I see the entrance there.
What the fuck?
It looks clear. I'm going
What?
around here.
What?
He's inside, I believe.
We got to hold out. We're trying to kill his
This is marked. But
Is he fucking across the street?
I'm getting shot at. Don't know where.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
It sounds like he's across the fucking street.
It sounds like it's fucking glitched or something. It's not even here.
Wait. Is he inside one of these rooms we can't fucking get in?
I don't know.
Can't open that.
Yeah.
Those shots are coming in from the fucking northeast.
Yeah, the friendlies in there.
Tell those fucking friendlies stop firing at us.
We didn't fire at you. We cleared out the last guy.
Copy.
Yeah.
He was at the top floor. He was shooting down the stairwell perfectly.
It's all clear.
Copy that.
Copy.
Go upstairs. Going up.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I'm going up.
Is there another one up there?
Just checking. He was lying down.
Going up.
It's clear out here.
They're just
Clear
checking
up here.
It's clear in there. They're just checking him. He was laying down.
Moving down.
Top floor's clear. Or roof is clear.
South of this left building's clear.
Cocksucker.
Building
Hey,
clear.
From, go ahead and stay. Hold your position. We're setting up a defense position here.
Alpha copies. We're on the 3rd floor.
I'm gonna set up a.
Well, I'm going to the roof if we're setting up here.
Why don't I have any?
Oh, we're setting up? Alright.
Axel, do you want Alpha on this 3rd floor? This top story?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. We got good
Bravo's
eyes
on
on
the
it.
roof.
It's probably.
Alright, Alpha, get up on the roof with me.
Ready to see if this is rooftop accessible. Oh, it's a.
Axel, do we expect a counterattack?
Unsure. Just. Don't go up the ladder. It's gonna be too long. Let's hold up here.
Friendly's coming in from the southwest.
Yep, that's gonna be 2-2 and 2-3 that are to our southwest right now. They're gonna be getting in between us and the command element. They're gonna be down there. Everyone else is setting up defense positions. Time now.
Alright,
Disregard,
boys,
disregard,
maybe
disregard.
expect
Index.
And
Rally and green smoke.
Index.
Rally and green smoke. We're gonna rip that
I just
wall.
want to say I love the fact that you two just fucking said it in sync to your teams. So good shit.
That's nice.
Rally up on green smoke, boys.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Bullshit.
What's bullshit?
I went to repel and
Maybe to our,
it went down to the fucking next floor instead of the fucking ground.
somewhere near. I don't know where the fuck the green smoke is.
Yeah, it's bearing 255 west.
There we go.
Southwest.
Solid copy.
Oh, I see green smoke.
Yeah, just go ahead and rally up in green smoke. Go on whisper when you get there. Empty a magazine.
Why you have to be mad? It's only a game.
Why do you have to be mad? It's only a game.
call.
It is my vehicle when I go on a fucking sour trip. Mamma mia. Yeah, slap the base.
every time I took over an AI. Alright, double check it. Make sure you guys are all on Whisper.
Oh, get shit. What the?
If I
was called up by fucking the medic that said it.
Copy, continue.
Let me know you guys
I
are all
should
here.
get attack and surf from 4.
Oh, it's all here.
From 7.
Holy shit. Oh, Aaron says 7-0, be advised.
Aaron, are you here?
Mike's here.
Charlie's all here.
Group doesn't make it 0-9.
Who's here?
Bravo here.
Watch out, is here.
Aaron.
Alpha's all here.
2-2's all here.
Right beside you.
Alright. 2-4's present.
Okay, set up the top that we can get attack and surf for.
We're all here.
I think we're still missing private gates.
You want me to set up?
Oh, come on.
Alpha's all here.
Make sure you guys pop this. Halkid, if you have it, go condition 4, make sure I'm whisper.
Alright, looks like we got everybody here. So, from my point of view, I don't really have too much to go over. From my Overwatch position, you guys seem to move fairly quick. There wasn't too many issues, with exception to comms here and there. I don't give a shit what's going on. There's a reason there's 2 of you on Company HQ net. If I fucking call Havoc 2 on the radio, one of you 2 better fucking answer. I should not have to talk to 2-6 every single time I call on the radio. Especially if he's having issues and getting bounced out of TeamSpeak and shit. That's what you're fucking there for. You're his backup. Do your goddamn job. Aside from that, everything seemed to go pretty smoothly from what I could see. The insert into the compound there was pretty hot. And you guys dealt with it pretty well. It took a little too long to get those buildings cleared, but it wasn't horrible. And as far as I'm aware, we didn't lose anybody on that insert with exception to 2-7. And do we have any idea what happened to 2-7? Was that from gunfire or technical problem or what?
First Sergeant, yes. I was shot in the helicopter.
In the helicopter?
That's correct. I was shot inside the helicopter.
Well, congratulations. Don't play the lottery because you got the shittiest luck out of all of us. Alright. Havoc 2. Anything for the task force?
Other than we need to... The marking targets thing, that was partly on me, and just to let you know, we're going to work on that, and I'll work on it as well. We needed to do a much better job of doing that and relaying it up to you.
Well, it's not just on you, it's on fucking 6 of you. There are 6 of you that are capable of marking what the fuck you're engaging, not just one guy. Havoc 4.
All I say is that the marks, once they were there, were good marks. Have good fire missions on point. The one thing I would say is we do have the smoke in Havoc 4, so if you guys need it for concealment, let us know, we can use it.
Have they fixed the smoke to not be absolute garbage?
Captain, the smoke actually is effective. It looks like shit, but it is effective.
Yeah, news to us. Captain Soto, can you confirm that?
I cannot, First Sergeant. Last I checked, the artillery smoke is still a bit crap, but I'll take a peek at it. It does work. It does conceal. It just doesn't look great.
That's what he just said.
All
So
right, well,
it does conceal you from the enemy. It just looks like shit, is what you're saying.
That is correct, Captain.
all right, then we'll have to keep that in mind. And Sergeant Stevens, next time I call on you, you better learn to fucking address me by rank if you would like to keep your head attached to your fucking shoulders. Is that understood?
Yes, First Sergeant.
All right. Deco, Chief, you got anything?
I took a lot of rounds on that insert, but if everybody got on the ground, it looked pretty good.
I believe that's a negative from us, First Sergeant.
Oh shit, never mind.
Beyond yelling.
Chief Moreno, please continue with what you were saying. Or not. All right, fuck off. 74th.
Quick things here, First Sergeant. Havoc 4, your first fire missions that went out to the west, I got cleared on those targets, and they'd already been blown somewhere into low Earth orbit, so outstanding effect on your first fire mission there. Beyond that, First Sergeant, if we're going to repel any enemy reinforcements coming from outside, and we do want a good clearance, whoever's on the outside flank, a green smoke or two isn't a bad idea. There was one point where I came running in on a technical pushing west to east, and came out of my gun run with a couple seconds to go when I realized I'm fairly certain I could see Sergeant Ritchie. Like, I could tell it was him. That's how close it came when I aborted my run. So, on the outside flanks, perhaps we can explore that possibility in the future for Sergeant. But that's all I have.
All right, Aries.
Sorry about the insertion. All those guys that came out of the building in the compound were supposed to stay in the fucking building, and by the time I realized they were coming out, it was too late. And some of you were already on the ground, and you even had your weapons pointed straight at them, and a couple of you just didn't shoot. I don't know what you were doing or what you thought you were looking at, but one guy came right out of the front of one of those buildings up there, and someone was just looking at him and not fucking doing anything. It took a good solid 3 or 4 seconds for the person who was looking straight at the guy who was shooting over his shoulder from 3 feet in front of him to finally go, oh, maybe I should shoot that guy. You guys knew you were going in on a hot compound, right? I mean, even if you didn't beforehand, the fact that your helicopter was taking rounds as you were fast roping out should have had you on red alert. So there's no excuse for being in condition white after getting out of the back of a helicopter in a hot LZ instead of actually shooting the guys that are running out in front of you with AKs. So it was partially my bad, but you guys should have still been able to react to it. Other than that, did you guys have fun?
Yes, sir.
We tried to focus more on the CQB aspect of CQB than, you know, having guys running through the streets and cars running up on you. So hopefully you guys got... Does anyone feel like they didn't get an adequate amount of shooting guys in their faces from 3 feet away while they were inside buildings? Alright, then I did my job.
All right. Anybody that's got a comment or a question related to the task force, throw it in chat. Private Arch.
Thank you, First Sergeant. For the first platoon training, when we did this in our last week training exercise, when we did the rappelling out of the helicopter, we tried doing the scroll wheel and the ace interact. I believe that we found that the ace interact was the superior of the two options. Today, after we did our one training fast stroke, it seemed like half the people thought that the scroll wheel was the way to go, and then half of the people thought that the ace interact way to go. So there was a lot of confusion about which side we should be using.
All right, everybody that thought we were rappelling tonight instead of fast roping, please stand up. So 0 out of 0.
Ask how many of them understand the difference between rappelling and fast roping.
Yeah, if you understand the difference between rappelling and fast roping, stand up.
A lot of guys repelled. At least in my chalk, I saw them do it.
All right, everybody take a knee. If you repelled, and you don't have the fucking balls to admit that you repelled, that's your own problem. Our problem is that you're not capable of reading the English fucking language and understanding that there is a written difference between rappel and fast rope. You should probably get that checked out. Any other comments or questions? Sergeant Beaniac.
Thank you, First Sergeant. I did notice the difference. If you do rappel, you come out the side of the helicopter, so that should be your first indication that I fucked up. That's what I noticed when I was being chalk lead. I was advising people to go down. The people that decided to rappel down instead of fast rope would come out the side of the helicopter for some reason.
Came out the trap door in the middle. If you do it right, you come out the back.
Exactly. So if you come out the middle or the side or whatever, that's when you know you're doing it wrong. That's all I got for Sergeant.
Alright, thank you, Sergeant Beaniac, but I'm pretty sure the first indication that something's wrong is that you selected something that says rappel instead of fucking fast rope. Different letters, guys. Alright, any other comments or questions? Alright, time is up. That's it. Nice job tonight, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Get the fuck out of here.
Havoc 2, my channel.
Alright, well that's going to do it for this field training exercise. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to go ahead and sit in for the platoon debrief. See if I can click the goddamn channel.
LT?
Alright.
Yeah.
Can I make a quick comment in reference to the fast roping thing that might help everybody out?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, guys. Your scroll wheel is how you rappel. Ace interact is how you fast rope. That's the best way I can. If you're scroll wheeling to get out of the chopper, you're wrong unless it's landed. So it's ace interact, fast rope.
Yeah, when you push your ace, when you're in the bird, if you press your ace interact, you should see a picture of a CH-47, and one of the 4 options at the top will be fast rope, and it's just like you're trying to do medical on somebody else. Whatever your ace interact other is, that's what you should be pressing, not scrolling on the scroll wheel. Other than that, it went well. I landed at the soccer field, and that actually went really well. We had the miniguns going. We landed, got in position quickly, did a nice job. I thought we moved really well. I couldn't see much of how the clearing of buildings went. And squad leaders, I'll leave that to assess your individual squads and how they did. If you need to correct anything, that's fine. I walked through the shooting house exercise with a bunch of different people, and everybody I thought was doing a nice job. I saw a lot of green X's on buildings. That's good. Keep that up. Squad leaders were doing a good job of talking to each other. Let's just make sure we keep, we always want to, that pace was good. We didn't bog down, but we didn't go too fast. You don't want to go too fast in mount boats. You want to keep moving steadily. And we didn't have many surprises. We had that one armor thing. We acted that pretty fast. And there were some guys making some 2-1. You guys were making some absolute lights out 40 mic shots that I saw. That was impressive. But keep it up. nice job. I really didn't have too much, and certainly nothing negative, other than squad leaders. Just make sure we got to get back to making sure we're marking targets, and that's on me as well. I'm not blameless in that. I had a good position to do it, and I was lazy with it, and I'm gonna work on that with me. But as you saw, like 2-3, when you marked that stuff on the northeast side, Havoc 4 blew that entire 2-city block up because they put them right on your marks and leveled that entire area. So that's why we do it. And as you heard, your marks were very, very accurate. So that's great. That was good to hear. Sergeant Garcia, did you have anything?
No, I did not, Lieutenant. Thank you.
Okay. Well, go ahead, Sergeant Alexander. What'd you have on marking targets?
I'll say I'm having trouble marking targets when I'm in on the street shooting guys, coordinating my fire teams. I'm just
I understand. It's more, like I said, this was partly on me. I had a good bird's eye 2-4, 2-3, 2-4, and I had good views. There was 3 of us with Android devices, or I had a tablet where the 3 of us could have been marking targets, and that was really on us. It's hard for you guys when you're in it to do it. But it's just in general for everybody.
Every time we spotted something, it was dead 20 seconds.
I know.
All right.
But it's just something for everybody. Just you never know when you're going to be in the position, but when you can see out and you have a second, mark targets. So 2-1.
Thank you, LT. 2-1 is nothing. Thank you.
Yeah, and nice job leading the squad tonight, Sergeant Beaniac. 2-2.
Thank you, LT. I thought Sergeant Beaniac did a fantastic job communicating with me.
I did too, and his 2 SC stepped up and did a nice job too.
That's all.
All right. 2-3.
Nothing from 2-3, thank you.
Okay, you guys did well. 2-4.
Nothing from 2-4. It was a pleasure to work with everybody again.
All right. Questions or comments? Put a CRQ in chat. All right. Private Zaire.
Thank you, Lieutenant. I don't know if anyone else had this issue, but when my number was called, I tried Ace interacting, but I hit the key and I saw nothing, and I called problem, and I waited till it was my turn again, and I had to repel. So I don't know if that was a problem for anybody else.
Sergeant Ritchie.
Thank you, sir. The reason why that happens is someone is still on the rope. So whoever the chalk leader is, he has to be looking at the back and waiting for them to touch down before calling out the next set of numbers, because it will do that.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you, Sergeant Ritchie. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. I was a chalk leader for ours. I was trying to make sure everybody was off the ropes before I called the next 2 numbers. So if you're ever a chalk leader, squad leaders, or Sergeant Garcia, just make sure you know that as you call numbers, there should be 1 person calling numbers for the bird, and go 1 through 20, and that's when you know to do it. It's when they get off the ropes and start to move. Private Bollinger.
Thank you, LT. The one thing that I noticed that everyone needs to be aware of is when you're fast roping, make sure that you're doing like clear and concise selections on that Ace Interact, because right underneath of the fast rope option is to cut ropes, and you don't want to be that guy. That's all I had, LT.
That's a great comment. Special Finley.
Thank you. I've got a couple of questions kind of overarching the training as a whole. First off, regarding the use of gunners on helicopters, I've heard a couple of different ways of who should be responsible for it, whether it's team leaders or individuals. I had hopped on the guns initially because no one had hopped on for them. I was told to get off.
It's either squad leaders or fire team leaders or who are on the guns, and it's usually fire team leaders. And I usually leave that to, if I tell a squad to get on, I expect the squads to figure out amongst themselves to get 2 of their fire team leaders on the guns. Squad leaders can do it, but it's typically fire team leaders.
Okay. I'll see times where no one's just hopping on the guns, so
Yeah,
That
that shouldn't happen. I mean, squad leaders, when you're on if I tell, whatever, 2-1 and 2-2 to get on a bird, the two of you talk and figure out whose fire team leader is going to get on what gun. You guys can do that. Special Salvatore.
Thank you, sir. With the bird from 2-1 and 2-2, we already figured out whose team leaders get on the gun, but 2-1 team leaders couldn't get on the gun because some infantrymen were already on it.
Yeah, that's a problem. Got it. Yeah, that's a problem. So if you're not supposed to, if you haven't been told to get on the gun, make sure you're selecting ride in back, not the, I think it's the crew chief position or gunner. Only pick ride in back. Don't get on a gun. If you find yourself on a gun and you know you're not supposed to be on one, get off it. Sergeant Beniak.
Thank you, LT. Yeah, I was going to expand on what he said. I know me and Sergeant Alexander were communicating a lot for who was gonna because I know the first test run we had a lot of confusion with who was getting on the gun, who was not, because some of the team leaders would be halfway through the line. You don't want the gunners to be off midway through, people jumping out. So one way me and Sergeant Alexander thought of it was I guess whoever, if you're the chalk leader, so today I was for the main part of the operation, I designated my team leads to try to take the last spot in the line and then get on the gun.
That's fine. Yeah. However you want to do it. That makes as much sense as anything. Sergeant Thomas?
Yes, thank you, Lieutenant. So during our squad training earlier today, we had practiced mounting on the birds. And one of the things I noticed is if you are on the left side trying to mount onto a gun, onto the Chinook, you may have difficulties getting on it. Sometimes the prompt will not show up, so you either have to slightly shift over towards the center, or you have to be on the right side. I noticed that was the easiest time to get on the guns. I don't know if this is a glitch or whatnot, but it was something I noticed.
It could be Arma being Arma. So squad leaders in your squad trainings, get a Chinook out and just practice it. Just mess around with it and see where you need to be to figure it out. That's a great thing to work on in squad training. Who was next? Sergeant Rowe.
I believe Philly had 2 more questions.
Oh, he had 9 questions. Specialist Philly.
Thank you, LT. My other 2 points, the second one being in regards to clearance. There was at least one time in our fire team where we'd come up onto a building we'd been engaged from. We were promptly told to shift from we were getting stacked up to breach, and we're told to just leave it. We knew we had been engaged from contacts there. There were still contacts inside, and we were told to just leave. Is that something that's supposed to happen at any point, or
if you're stacked up on a building and that you know there's bad guys inside and you get told to leave, go ahead and clear it. Just tell your squad leader that you're on a building with bad guys in it. You have some discretion there. Your squad leader, if he was telling you to leave, is because I told him to move, and I can't see that you're stacked up on a building. But if I don't want you to ever get out of a line, if there's bad guys inside, go in and kill them and then move. But you don't have to do everything right that second. I mean, you have some discretion as a fire team leader.
Copy. And
just like your squad leader, when I tell him to go, he has discretion on when and how to move as well.
Thank you, LT. And my final point was kind of in regards to the comms. On the fire team level, I felt they were rather, and this might have been specifically for our squad and fire team, they were not very precise. We'd get told to go one direction, and 5 seconds later, just completely switch around without an idea of what we were doing or where we were going. And I'm not quite sure what that stems from.
That stems from being in a fire team and not knowing where you're going or what you're doing. We've all been there. I mean, I used to not know where the hell we were going. I didn't understand until I moved up and saw the bigger picture that a lot of times if your squad's running around like with a chicken with its head cut off and you have no idea what you're doing, that's usually because of me. I can see stuff you can't, and I'm moving your squad all over the place because someone's in trouble, someone on the other side of the town needs you to back them up, or we've seen bad guys coming in and I need you to immediately be somewhere else no matter what you're doing. Just trust that your squad leader's moving you around, not because he's crazy, because he knows what's going on. But having said that, squad leaders, try to pass down as much information as you can your guys and let them know big picture of what's going on. Sergeant Alexander.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Specialist Philly, a lot of the stuff you're talking about needs to be discussed at the squad level. Like fire team communications is a squad level issue. You getting called off of your fire team being called off of a building is a squad level issue. It needs to be brought up during squad debrief.
Copy that. Apologies.
Thank you, Sergeant Alexander. Private Reed.
Mine was a response to something that Richie answered.
Thank you, LT.
Sergeant Richie.
Sergeant Richie.
Sergeant Richie's amazing that way. Sergeant Richie, I just said something nice about you for once.
Just came back. I swear I heard someone say Richie.
I actually said a nice comment about you. That's the first time I think I've ever done it.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's so beautiful.
Fill-ins, including Sergeant Richie, thank you very much. Squad leaders, I need the abbreviated FTX patrol reports so we don't put, you don't have to put rounds expended, numbers of guys, estimated kills, and all that stuff. Make sure you get your attendance and required and unexcused absences I particularly want to see. And you are dismissed to your individual debriefs.
All right, now we're gonna call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this field training exercise, and I'll see you guys on the next one.